Sorry, we're making sure. Is everything groovy?
Should be.
Looks like it is starting up. So,
Are we boogie?
we are Boogie.
Okay.
All right, so hi, welcome to our first Icons Heroes versus Villains meeting. We actually have pretty much the full group here. We were planning to start with the villains and then move on and add the heroes 30 minutes late, but technical issues of getting everything set up, which we could have accounted for, and I didn't because I'm silly. We are starting all together. We're just going to kind of start going clockwise on the table from me, and everyone's going to introduce their character. At a bare minimum, I want your name, if you're a hero or a villain, and how you got your powers. If you want to give more backstory, feel free to. Starting with Ryan here.
My character's name is Globster, formerly known as Ken Winters. He was a scientist at Genie Labs working to cure cancer. But unfortunately, a leak of this pathogen that they were working on caused the lab to go into lockdown, and he got trapped inside, and his cells were liquidated in the process. And now he seeks his slimy revenge on humanity by turning everyone else into creatures similar to him.
Hi, my character's name is Shitong. His real name is Hidon Morimoto. He is a villain who got his beginnings as a small young man who desired lots of knowledge and to revolutionize the world because only the corrupt controlled it. Along the way, he met a number of hacktivists who got him into an organization called the Library. They did a number of experiments on him, and he gained the ability to read minds, create force fields, and jump really far. With these abilities, he hopes to gain all the knowledge of the world and use it to enslave everyone. And do whatever else he wants, because that's just cool.
Hello, my character is Brady, a robot guy. He was the product of an eccentric, like super rich dude, like robots. So he happened.
Basically, he was made by Tony Stark.
Essentially.
So you're an android or like a robot?
More like Ultron. I guess.
Ultron.
I don't.
AI.
He was made by Iron Man with his
He's not an AI though, but he looks like one.
AI made robot.
Humanoid robot.
Cool.
Dude.
Android is a robot that looks human, so you are
Yeah, but he
technically
doesn't have like human skin.
My character is the Spectre Inspector.
Wow.
He was a private investigator who was looking into but he was investigating what the military was doing and accidentally fell into a bunch of chemicals. Still doesn't know what they are. And he didn't think much at first, but after a few times of leaving his body, he started to figure out what was going on. He decided he should be a superhero. However, he is a villain in denial, thinking he is a villain, but thinking he is a superhero, and blackmails people in order to fund his campaign.
That is the bunch of villains. On to the heroes.
I guess I'll start.
Yeah, we are still going clockwise, I guess.
My character is the Dark Thorn, currently known in his civilian life as Blake Rosa. He landed on Earth a couple hundreds of years ago and started training with some Shaolin monks, where he learned martial arts, the ability of strike, and mind shield from other attacks. He did take up business after a couple hundred years afterwards and decided to become a CEO of a flower company. He has the ability of life drain because he had it from his own planet, which he kind of crashed on this one after it got blown up.
Are you saying he's an alien?
Yeah, yeah.
Like literally an alien?
Mm-hmm.
Also Superman.
And a vampire.
And a vampire who hasn't died.
Interesting.
He uses shadows and roses with all his abilities, pretty much.
I'm the recluse. I was originally a teen runaway that became a con artist and conned some people out of a weird artifact. Turns out to be Mark of a Nancy, and it shows my character because of their tricksiness.
Pixie like the Hobbit says.
And my character has this like spider tattoo thing. Like
Where is the
exploding or
tattoo?
something. Probably on the back. Most room for it. And after a while of just like messing around and using the power for personal reasons, she eventually decided that she should probably like do some actual good with it. But she still likes messing with people.
So, real name, Edward Ed Breton. His superhero name is the Blue Borg. And when Edward was in college, he studied computer science and grew interested in bionics. Couldn't make it through, dropped out, joined the police force, showed his martial prowess, and eventually was given a position of great importance. For every great city in America, there is one cyber cell member, a super cop enhanced with both bionics and biotic augmentations. He has muscles in his arms that are biotically enhanced, hence his strike ability. He has an alteration ray, it's a shrink ray, comes out of his finger, makes you 1 inch tall, and he has super speed in his legs. I'd say that's about it. He has a pretty cool support team composed of like surgeons and bioengineers and tech people. Yeah, I'm super excited.
So that is our team. We do have one other hero who unfortunately could not make it tonight.
As a wife.
There was a
He has
discussion
one.
earlier. We're not going to go into it. He's on date night. I don't remember I don't think he had a name for his hero yet, and I don't remember what his abilities
Like
were.
Mistress Cobra.
He's something like that.
He's very excited to showcase her next time.
So he will be here hopefully at our next session, but for today, this is all of us. We are using a system known as Icons. It's a superhero game which I actually just discovered a new version came out. So I got the new version. We're not going to be updating. We're going to be sticking with this. But there's a new version out, so you can't get the old version anymore that I can find. I might be able to dig something up, so if you guys want a copy of it, stay after, and I'll discuss it with you guys there. We are going to start with the villains today, and do a little bit with them. The heroes can stay if they want. Just remember, no metagaming. I will be very strictly enforcing metagaming rules because we are doing opposing teams rather than everyone working together. If you think you're going to have a hard time not metagaming, you can feel free to like kind of take your phone or whatnot and go sit out in there until we're done. Again, you don't have to, but if you want to, that is an option to kind of go off. While you're not dealing with your team, again, also feel free, use your phone, medals, stuff like that. When we are involved, a few phones to the side or turned off, just so that we can keep things rolling. I have done a few Icons campaigns in the past, but it's still one of the systems I'm most unfamiliar with, so there's probably going to be a few kind of bumps and glitches as we figure stuff out, because that's what happens. There will also probably be a lot of home rules in the first couple sessions that we'll find out are wrong, and we will either decide we like the home rule better and keep using it, or we will switch to the official version, depending. So be ready for lots of changes and for this to be a work in progress. With that in mind, the villains are starting out now, and you guys are all showing up at an abandoned warehouse at the edge of Argent City in Massachusetts. You had all received mysterious messages in some way, shape, or form in the past week telling you to show up at this location at this time for a lucrative deal that you would not want to miss. So actually, I should say you received those messages telling you to show up there. Whether you do or not is up to you. It is getting on towards the time where you're supposed to show up there. Who is planning to show up, and how are they getting there?
It will definitely show up. I will be arriving.
I will send my minion.
All right. in that case, you will be role-playing Captain No-Beard in this encounter. If we ever have both you and Captain No-Beard, I will take over role-playing him just so that you're not having a conversation with yourself. But for now, you're role-playing Captain No-Beard.
My character will show up hiding nearby and then try to investigate it from a distance to make sure it's safe.
Okay, so you are starting out stealthing though, hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and make a coordination check with any bonuses from stealth. So it's going to be positive d6 plus your coordination plus any specialties minus the negative d or plus the negative d6 and with a difficulty of the awareness of anybody trying to see you. So that will vary depending on who is trying to see you.
So I rolled the first one to add any,
Modifiers,
and then
roll the second one and add whatever people's awareness is, or in the case of players, whatever their awareness check is.
Okay. Coordination, right?
Yes.
The coordination total of 6, and the die landed on 4.
Right, so 2.
Okay.
So 2 is a moderate success. So, I mean, you are hidden, but you're not, like, super well hidden. If someone was doing a significant search for you, they'd probably find you, but they're just a passing glance, so they're not going to notice you. So you guys all show up. Captain Nobeard, Globster, Chitong, so it's going to take me a while to get that down probably, arrive at the warehouse at the appropriate time, which is early evening, around 7:30, 8 p.m. And you are hiding in the shadows kind of around the warehouse.
Just to scout out first.
Yep. For a while, you guys all kind of show up together. And at the moment when you guys all show up, no one else is there. Go ahead and interact as you see 2 other people, and possibly more if you roll high in your awareness check to try to spot hidden people if you attempt to do that. What is your response to seeing others at this meeting?
Are you glove right now?
I'm like a slimy
Yeah, let's
humanoid.
Let's
Like,
describe it.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Go ahead and describe your characters.
I don't really. I'm a globster, as you can tell by the name. Basically, his entire body is kind of like a liquid green. He has forearms that go all the way down to the floor, but he doesn't seem to have like any legs. His body just kind of like drags along, and he has 2 big yellow eyes.
Like inside, or do they protrude?
Inside. Okay. I'm kind of big.
Seeing Shitong, you see a 6'2" Asian man, nice trim beard, black ponytail down the side, the green cap, wide brim that kind of ruffles down, black cloak, sort of looks like martial gear underneath that you can't really see very well unless you want to check awareness on that. Black boots with golden thread through different areas where the strings would go, and fists wrapped in a white cloth. On his back, you see 2 rods protruding. You don't know what on the. They're in the cloak partially.
Captain No Beard, he's I don't really know how tall he is. He's probably just like 10 or something. He has a nice big. He kind of looks like Enoch almost, but he has like kind of a nice big like brimmed hat, with like a purple feather. He's got a really thick like brown beard, like super thick.
Name's No Beard.
Prosthetic.
Obviously.
He's got like a nice big fluffy white cravat, and kind of like a trench coat, but it's like really tight, so it's not like trenchy.
Sea captain's coat.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's got like nice, really brown boots. He also has a cutlass and a blunderbuss. Very period things.
I'd like to use telepathy on both of them,
Alright, if you're going to try to resist his telepathy,
nonchalantly.
go ahead and make a willpower check opposed to his telepathy check.
How does this work?
Roll your dice, your positive dice add your willpower, negative dice add his, actually in this case, just positive dice plus your willpower, negative dice. And then we're just going to compare the 2 results to see whether it's higher. And in your case, you add your telepathy, not your will.
So wait, we're not doing the negative one?
You roll the
You
negative
always do the
dice,
negative.
but you don't add anything to it.
7 on telepathy.
Okay?
So if I did this right, 7.
Doesn't it roll as
So
negative?
4
I
plus
did.
4, yeah, so 7.
I have a telepathy of 6.
1.
Total.
Okay, so you two are evenly matched. So you are able to read his surface thoughts, but nothing else. You're able to keep anything you want to keep hidden. Captain Nobeard is an open book to Shitong.
What do you want to know?
I just want to know what your motives are. Why are you
What?
here? Are you here to
I
hurt
love
anyone?
pirate stuff. Like ships and cannons and booty of all kinds. Treasure and stuff.
Right now he's looking at specifically why Captain Nobeard showed up here, though. So why did Captain Nobeard show up?
For the booty, obviously. Said it was lucrative.
Alright. For the
As for me, I'm curious. I mostly came here because not only am I curious about this potential profitable venture, but I'm also curious how anyone knows I'm alive, given that I haven't really revealed myself yet to the world.
Also, keep in mind,
And how to
at
contact
this point, unless he redoubles his efforts and tries again, anything you want to keep hidden from him is hidden.
Okay.
So, you guys are both aware that someone has tried to read your mind. It's pretty obvious for you that it's this guy. Captain Nobeard can make an educated guess, but he has no actual evidence that it was Shitong. Any reactions to that?
Like, how physical is it?
I'm not doing this.
I know, but like, how noticeable? I mean,
You can feel a presence in your mind.
I don't know, I'll probably give you a nice big, like, grin. Show my nice gappy teeth.
The booty, eh?
The booty. Do you have any booty?
Felt like I lost some intelligence reading your mind.
Oh dear, oh dear. Are you the ones I was supposed to meet here?
No, I don't suppose we are.
Meat? Do
Continue.
they have meat? I love them.
It would seem we are all unfortunate members of circumstance. None of
Unfortunate.
us.
You're the one that has such a sorry looking beard as yourself. So tiny and grim. Well, it's not very mad.
The point of the matter is, whatever.
Point, I have a point, is a sword, you see. As many of these have ya.
I have no beard or chin.
I'm gonna reach my hand up to one of my sticks and continue speaking. It would seem. Can I disarm him?
Go ahead and make a prowess check opposed
Yeah.
by Captain Nobeard's prowess.
I'm gonna disarm you because you're annoying the hell out of me. No, that's not gonna be good. Is that
Oh my gosh.
Prowess.
prowess?
Always gets
Force.
So you got a
Negative one.
one.
One. So Shitong goes to disarm Captain Nobeard. Explain how you're going to do that, please.
So basically, he's waving in my face. I'm just gonna like try to twist his wrist and like.
So you kind of start to twist his wrist, and he kind of just pulls out and keeps the sword right in front of your face.
What, you don't like it? I just sharpened it yesterday. It's pretty, isn't it?
I did not come here for this. This is not the opportunity I wanted.
Indeed you did not. From inside the shadows of the doorway of the warehouse, you can hear a voice. The door, which you would have sworn a second ago was shut, is now standing open. And you can see a figure standing within. It's hard to make anything out. Whoever it is wearing somewhat dark clothes, it would appear, and within the darkness of the warehouse itself, you can't make anything out other than a vague form. I am the reason you are here, although you were not invited, he says towards Captain Nobeard. It was your master that I sent for, but no matter. The end result is the same. What was your stealth check again?
It was 2.
Okay. The figure looks directly to where you're hiding and says, "Now, if you would step out of the shadows, we have business to discuss," and kind of melts back into the warehouse.
Alright.
It would seem.
And can I do an awareness check as I approach?
Sure, go ahead.
Seven.
All right.
Jeez. Okay, she'll bring out the notes. Someone's getting secret information.
You don't like my sword? Look at the sword. Great.
It's not. You said
So does he still have telepathy
You
on
didn't say it
him?
was a great. You said it was a.
It's a great.
Are you still using your telepathy?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
yes,
there's a
so-
new voice, yeah.
Oh, you're trying to focus it on.
I know. I'm just.
Okay.
Just
But
general
wait,
awareness.
hold on. It wouldn't be 11, and I just realized 3 plus 8 would be 11. Minus 4 would be 7.
Yeah, you said 7.
Okay.
This is different. Interesting. Is what you would hear from my brain.
So at this
Can
point,
Can you invade my thoughts?
Well, if you're
Oh, I guess
passively
I would-
reading my mind, like these are just my surface
If
thoughts.
you're just letting me.
Right now, I think you are right, Pansy.
Alright, please pass this on down to.
should I describe my character since I'm approaching now?
Yes, at this point you can describe your character.
Okay. So he wears a dark gray fedora and trench coat. The trench coat goes halfway between his knee and his foot. He wears black boots, black gloves, and a black cloth that covers his head and neck. Over that black cloth, he wears a white kabuki mask, a kabuki style mask with the eyes cut out so you see the black behind it. And there's just a huge grin on the mask.
Joy.
Do his gloves have fingers or no?
Yes.
It seems everyone here loves the color black.
This is a villainous color for villainous occasions.
Or for edgelords.
Villainous.
I have
am a
no
hero.
black anywhere on my body. I'm not even sure if I have pupils.
Reading the mind of that.
Pupils are easy
No.
to teach.
Sorry, this was
the figure
out
that
of
spoke to
character.
you. Go ahead, make a telepathy check.
That's 7.
You reach out to touch his mind, and there is no mind to touch. When you touch where the figure is, it's a void.
That's interesting.
What's interesting? You be talking to her.
Opportunity calls it would seem.
Are you eluding me?
Walking forward.
Alright.
Why are you acting it out?
I'm definitely eluding.
Alright, so is everyone else coming into the warehouse then?
I guess.
I thought I was already in the warehouse.
So you come on in, it's shadowy and dark within, but
Never heard of a candle.
dim enough that you can kind of see. You've got some light trickling in from the twilight outside. It's enough to see. As you guys get closer, you can kind of see the figure's not only wearing black, it is shadowy, for lack of a better word. The entire thing appears to be made from tangible, solid shadows, rather than being an actual corporeal entity. And as you enter, it starts to speak again. Well, I am glad that we all made it then. I have a proposition for you, or an opportunity, I suppose might be the better term. My masters have recently discovered that Argent Biochemistry has been creating a new super drug, an enhancement steroid that is designed to create the ultimate warrior. It has been commissioned by the US Army, however, obviously in all of your interests, as well as those aligning with my masters, it would be unfortunate were that to happen. It would be much more fortunate were it to fall into such nefarious hands as your own. It is currently being worked on in a laboratory on the 3rd floor of Argent Biochemistry, and is set to be transported in 3 days' time, to where I am not at liberty to disclose. Indeed.
These hands may be covered in gloves, but they are not nefarious. I expose corruption everywhere I go.
Not nefarious, are they? Well, keep your delusions if you will. The world is far darker than you realize, and you are as dark as it is.
It's only so dark because you have no candles. They're very cheap.
Why would the shadows require candles? Shadows fit well with it.
But it's also very depressing.
Depressing is sort of our starting. Take of this information what you will. It is here as a gift or an audition, whichever you so choose. Until then, our eyes will be on you. and the figure melts back into, literally melts back into the shadows of the warehouse, disappearing.
This seems like a good opportunity.
Except for that one, he's kind of weird. I say that a lot.
You are very much one to talk.
Yes, Candleman.
My name be Captain No Beard, not Candleman.
This is the man with the beard.
It's a touchy subject, but you can't touch.
I just like
Would
reach
you like
a,
to touch my beard?
I just like reach a finger to it and start burning.
Oh,
Sure.
You can stretch.
Or I guess I don't have acid skin, but I just like stick a
I-
giant gooey finger
I
at
would
it.
allow you to say that your standard strength attack is, rather than being physical prowess, that it's acidic. It's a comic book. We do what we want. I would allow you to definitely say that it's acid rather than like force pummeling people.
As this finger goes near me, I'm gonna just jump back.
All right.
Really cool, like, because I've got the jump.
Yep.
Perhaps you should take
No,
a bath
it's crazy
before you
power. It's like my best ability, except for my jump.
Oh, no bats, no bats. Bat. Oh, this seems like
Gentlemen, I think we have a job if you're interested.
oh, very
Be
much, very much.
exposed
Well,
to
one
corruption
is-
of the U.S. government.
Right. I understand that.
Corruption. I care about coin. And lots of it.
Well, perhaps the job will yield some.
Some
And
might
perhaps
hope
you
a lot
could be
more
on
than
the
some.
job if you'd shut up.
I already have the job.
Imagine the potential
I didn't
for
think
such
you were the
trouble.
boss.
Perhaps I'm
Perhaps
not the
I
boss.
can-
Perhaps you have a boss, though, because he was the one invited to this. Not
Yes, he
you.
was otherwise disposed.
You don't even know where your boss is.
No, I
You're
still
a
not do very
perfect
well
little
in
minion,
English
aren't you?
class.
So it's settled then. We shall steal the chemicals and make them our own.
You're not all there, are you?
Speak for yourself.
I am all here.
Look.
You can touch me too if you want. No, not your creepy face.
I will turn around and start heading out of this warehouse.
Anyone else going to hang around the warehouse, or you're all heading back to your
Yeah, I got
well, convenient lairs?
My character is going to reach towards his beard and then quickly tug it. Then take
Are you
notes
going
on the
to try to
results.
stop him from tugging on your beard?
No, it's glued on, man. It's not like
Are you going to like try to pull away so that he can't grab the beard though?
No, I'll know. It's like, you want to
Okay,
feel it.
so go ahead and tug on the beard. If you're trying to actually tear it off, go ahead and make a strength check. It's a difficult. What type of glue did you use to stick it onto your?
It's
like
monkey
glue.
Right? Just strength alone then.
5.
I'm a
Five?
villain.
It kind of starts to tear, but it's bleeding, so it's pulling skin away as it tears off. It looks like it's actually attached as you're doing that. It doesn't all the way come off, but you pull away a bit of it a little bit.
Takes notes on the quality of the beard and how well attached it is.
Okay.
Okay, what was all the information that gave you us?
Argent Biochemistry has been developing a new super steroid. He did not tell you what it was, but that it was being produced on a laboratory in the 3rd floor, and that it was set to be transported somewhere else, most likely the army base where it was commissioned for, in 3 days. Although he specific words where he was not at liberty to disclose where it was going.
That's
But I mean, the educated guess would be probably to the army base that commissioned it.
perfect.
Question is, do we steal it while it's being transported or while it's still there?
Well, I'm not in the room anymore.
What are you talking
Okay, so
about?
you've left.
I have
I'm
gone
talking
to
to
my
myself.
Okay.
Like, I've already left.
Soliloquy.
Right, since the villains have more or less kind of disbanded at this point, we are going to transport over to the heroes for a while.
Awesome.
So-
describe it as appearance.
Yes, please go ahead and describe physical appearance as you show up. And then again, you have loose connections with Genie. You have loose connections with Avalon, and you're actually, honestly,
He has a flower shop.
I'm thinking though, he's an alien. One of the 3 governmental groups here, PRISM, the one that we don't have an association with yet, deals primarily with aliens and xenobiology and xenotechnology. So you would probably have at least some loose connections with them, as if they were here when you showed up. Well, not when you showed up.
how he got
but-
his green
They,
card.
when they formed, they found it.
Yes. So I mean, you probably do have some. That actually makes me really happy that we have people that are like associated with each group. That makes me insanely happy. But anyways, regardless, we're probably going to start with the blue board because I have a very easy connection into this for him. You guys are all operating in Silver City, so you will all be associated that way. But you are currently at work at your day job as a police officer.
Yep.
When your bionic communication device that lets you keep in contact with your squad calls you up.
Am I doing anything interesting at work? Or am I just like...
What do you want to be doing?
You're on a coffee and donut run.
I'm sitting in a speed trap
Okay.
right now.
So
Holding
you're-
up a laser gun. Just very bored.
You get a contact from Dr. Powhen, your team lead. Is that how
It's Paulson. I have bad
Paulson?
handwriting.
Okay, Paulson. Alright. I'll know how to pronounce it at least. Paulson. Yeah, I did. Cool, I spelled it right. I can spell! College is not wasted on me. You get a contact from Dr. Paulson. Blue Board, we'd appreciate if you'd come in. We have a visitor who'd like to speak with you.
What kind of visitor?
Someone very high up. They're connected with Genie.
Be there right away.
Alright, so you head up. You show up at your headquarters. And when you get in, you can see your squad there along with a woman that you don't recognize. You'd assume it's the Genie agent. For those few people who are watching, by the way, Genie is one of the, and for those that don't know in the group, actually not many people do, Genie is one of the big U.S. governmental super organizations. It's the Genetic Engineering and Neuroevolution. So there's three primary U.S. branches that kind of deal with superhuman threats. You have Genie, which deals largely with advanced human genetics, genetic modifications. They're mostly a research group, although they do have some stuff that's not that. Avalon, which is their occult and mystic section. It's only very loosely affiliated with the government. It's closer to a coven or a cabal than anything. Technically owned and operated by the U.S. government, but really not. And then PRISM, which is the Paranormal Research, Investigation, and Support Movement. It deals primarily with xenobiology and alien technology, although it does do some advanced human technology, but mostly it's a salvaged alien tech for the most part and dealing with alien threats. So you would assume that this would be the Genie lead here, and indeed, as you come in, she kind of walks forward, reaches up to shake your hand. She's a tallish woman, 5'10", 5'11", somewhere in there, with a kind of long, coppery, brownish hair. Kind of reaches out to shake your hand. Hi, good morning. My name is Dr. Laura Blake. I'm with Genie. We could use some of your help.
What can I do?
Argent Biochemicals has recently been developing a drug known as DACS-500. It's an enhanced steroid designed to enhance the natural abilities of humans as well as to implement latent super abilities within them. Recently, their servers were hacked and the existence of the drug was leaked to an unknown group. We are afraid that the drug might be targeted for theft. We are attempting to move it. PRISM is going to be providing a transport and some agents to help defend it, and they will be moving it in 3 days' time to a secure Genie warehouse. However, if this has gotten out to superpowered villains, that's what I was looking at, to superpowered villains, PRISM may not be enough. We'd appreciate it if you and anyone you could get in contact with could help us out defending the shipment before the shipment comes and while it's being transported to its new location in Genie.
Roger that. Is it being widely distributed?
No, it was originally designed to be used by the U.S. military and potentially by some of the cyber cells within the police force. However, it is unstable, and and the side effects have led to it, until further note, being discontinued.
Understood. But you can't possibly be sending me in alone.
Unfortunately, I do not have any contact with any others. I've reached out to Prism and Avalon to see if they have any contacts in the area that can help with this, but at the moment, you're the only one that I can guarantee will be there, other than the Prism agents. I do know their lead. They're going to be under the command of Arthur Conrad. He's a good man, trained, experienced in this sort of thing. He'll be good to have on your side.
Happy to hear.
Alright. At the same time, or similar-ish times, a man walks into your flower store, who you actually do recognize as being a Prism agent, kind of your liaison with Prism, who likes to keep in touch with, aliens currently living in the U.S. because that's kind of their whole deal. I guess that's why they exist.
Like Men in Black.
Very much so. It's very much a Men in Black sort of thing.
Okay.
Area 51 is actually their headquarters, but it's not called Area 51 by them. Everyone else calls it Area 51 because it's Area 51, but so Area 51 does exist. Sorry, remind me again what your civilian name is.
Blake Rosa.
Blake Rosa. Blake, good to see you again. It's been a while. You would recognize the man's name. He is, sorry, completely blanking on that. Actually, no, this was Arthur Conrad. This is Arthur Conrad.
Oh, Mr. Conrad, would you like to care for some tea?
As much as I would like to, I'm afraid I don't have time at the moment. Bit of a screw-up over in Argent Biochemistry. We were hoping you could help us out, actually. They had a new super drug they've been developing. They got leaked to some super-powered villains. We're not sure who, but the drugs are potent no matter who gets a hold of them. We were hoping that you could help defend the shipment while we get it moved to a more secure facility.
Of course, I see no problem with this. You did help me keep my shop.
Much obliged. If you could just, I know you happen to go around the city every now and again. If when you do that, you could keep an eye on Argent Biochemistry, it'd be appreciated. If you could show up 3 nights from now around 7 p.m. at Argent Biochemistry, we're going to transport it. If you could just show up just to get the shipment out of the city, that'd be appreciated.
Understood, I'll be there.
All right, thank you very much. You just have to shake your hand again. I'll have to take you up on the tea next time. He heads out and leaves. Hi.
You're on candid camera.
Is there more
Oh, keep going.
Everything all right there, Alex?
I'm so
Okay. In that case,
So fine. So fine, you blow my mind.
you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Vicky. Go. Meanwhile, Recluse, you have been contacted, mystically speaking, via a spell that's often used by Avalon as kind of a communication type spell. It's basically the mystic version of email.
Mystic email.
Pretty much, yeah. It's got the ding and everything.
Just Charles Xavier pinging people?
Pretty much, except magic instead of an X gene. Basically, it's an encoded message that comes in that basically says one of our sister corporations is requesting assistance from any powered individuals within Silver City to protect and transport a super drug to a new facility. If you happen to be available, we'd appreciate the help as we have no one else in the area. And then it kind of goes on into rants about the idiocy of science and how easy it is to be stolen.
That sounds rad. Hey James, I'm going on a mission.
James, you're liaising with the local government group. Goes, wait a minute, sorry, you said, sorry, what?
I got a magic email.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with that. Sorry, what are you doing though?
A mission to
This
protect the
is-
super drugs.
This is not. What are you doing? Why? What super drugs? comes into the room that you're actually in. A very frazzled-looking guy. This is probably why. He is a government agent. He's not actually affiliated with Avalon or Prism or Genie or any of that, but he is a government agent, more like FBI type thing. And completely out of his league. He really has no business being here, but he shows up anyways. Sorry, what super drug? Where are you going? Why?
I need to go to Argent City.
You're in Silver City.
Oh.
And
Silver
Argent
City.
Biochemistry is
Argent
the...
Biochemistry had a super drug. Avalon gave me a magic email, said I should check it out because they might think some funny business is about to go down. So.
Alright, I'm coming with you, fine. Kevin, pulls on his ballistic vest and his holster.
What is he armed with?
A pistol, same pistols that you have.
I'm a cop.
Biocop.
And I'm going to illusion my costume into
All right.
existence. In reality, I'm wearing just like a black t-shirt and some gray sweats and a plain black mask. But once I do the illusions, I'm wearing I have a huge cape and really colorful and fishnets and boots and very
The whole gaudy, unpractical
Yes.
superhero costume. Alright, so you head out the door to the middle of this pretty bustling street. There's this ridiculous outfit that is not actually there. People are kind of staring a little bit. They've kind of got used to it in this neighborhood, so no one looks down for it. People that aren't usually never kind of do the whole double take and stare. You just walk down the street with this frazzled, bedraggled FBI agent just face palming behind you. And you're just kind of going to go patrol the city towards Argent Biochemistry. Alright. So did any of the villains have plans to do anything at this point? Because you guys kind of heard it and then dispersed without making any plans. Did any of you have plans to get in contact with the others, or to try to do or to try to do the shift yourself and just get it all for you,
Okay.
or anything like that?
I'm going to talk to my.
I'm gonna show up at the warehouse to see if anyone else shows up that night, realizing that none of us made plans or exchanged information.
Is anyone else going to show up at the warehouse later that night realizing the same?
My character has his body in his base and is trying to find and follow them with his
Astral
soul.
projection, okay.
Using
Go
astral
ahead
projection.
and make an...
Projection?
No, to try to find people, make an awareness check with a difficulty of 6.
Awareness?
Yeah.
I got 4.
With the -6?
Oh, -6.
Difficulty of means subtract this from it.
Oh, I meant for not reaching 6. So
4 out of
-6 it would
6.
be -2.
Huh?
Minus
Okay.
the 6 it would be -2.
Okay. So as you kind of search around, you're not really able to find anyone until you head up back to the warehouse and you see the weird slimy dude oozing back up to the warehouse.
But you too.
He's meeting up with his group. I'm not sure about Captain No Beard.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm the boss.
Okay. So
About 3
after,
days.
after Captain No Beard informs you that everything that went down at the meeting, what does character decide to do?
Not really a hacker, unfortunately. Well, I guess I'll go snoop around. Because, I realized Captain No Beard didn't, actually get any details.
So you're gonna snoop around Argent Biochemist?
No, I'll just
Oh.
go to work.
Okay, so you three all meet up at the warehouse, and with that in mind, we're actually going to go to Alex first, because that's probably going to be a little bit shorter. And then we're going to split off to you guys at the warehouse. So you head back to your the library, right? That's what your group's called?
No, that's the
That is-
group that gave me all the stuff that I have.
Okay.
It's part of my vengeance against them. My group is just a group. It's
Okay.
a ragtag team.
Alright, so you head back to wherever you guys are holed up.
Three things happen at this point. I talk to Noel and Joel. For viewers that don't know, these are two hacktivists that work with me. They store all my information that I gather. As I am the one who gathers it, they're the one that finds its location. So Joel and Noel, I'll put them on a data mining, hacking spree to find out every little detail about that shipment and what's going to happen for it.
You got it, boss.
Good.
And head over to the little tech center and begin typing away frantically.
Perfect. I'll go up to Frederick and say, okay, Frederick, need you to arm
What's
up.
up, boss?
Arm up. We want sniper rifles, long distance ammunitions, grenades, that sort of thing.
See what I can do, boss.
And make it armor penetrating rounds. Through tires, through steel, whatever they put on a car, I want to go right through that.
Get the best I got.
Good.
Heads back to his little room, which is more of an armory than a room, honestly. If you've seen Firefly, he's Jane in terms of how much he likes weapons. He begins, kind of picking stuff up, loading stuff up. He's got a pretty nice sniper rifle in terms of he must have gotten it illegally because no citizen could get their hands on this. A few grenades. He doesn't have a whole lot of those. Those are hard to get a hold of. He picks up some special custom homemade rounds that he's made. Kind of loads them all up. All right, boss, where are we off to?
I'm not going anywhere right now. What I need from you is I want you to stay here with Noel and Joel. Once they get the route for that car, I want you to make different spots along the way of its route. Make your way so that you can transport easily between them. Ropes, that sort of thing. So if you can't get the shot off first, you keep moving.
All right, boss, you got it. Kind of scratching his head trying to figure out how he might do that.
Like I said, talk to Noel and Joel. They've got a little bit up there that...
Okay, boss. Heads over and kind of starts trying to talk to him a little bit. How do you kind of brush him off and tell him later?
Exactly. Now I am off to talk to my... Make sure you hold down the fort, Frederick. No one gets in here but me.
All right, you got it, boss. Kind of plants himself in front of the door, arms crossed.
Good. Remember. Okay?
Yeah, okay,
I
boss.
can't think of the name of it. What is it? Grappling hook. Yeah, grappling hooks. Like, what are they called? Zip lines.
You got it, boss.
Get all that bought. Alright. I will head back to the warehouse.
Okay, so you two are going to meet up first, and you're watching him pretty much since everyone showed up, but astrally, so you can't interact. So you show up first. Shortly thereafter, sorry, I'm blanking on your character's name. I'm just thinking Captain No Beard. Courtney, that's right. Courtney. A few moments later, a rather robotic individual walks up.
Oh, hello there. Hello there. How are you?
I kind of look at him because it's sort of weird.
Says the talking robot.
Well, arguably his sign's weirder. And what's my Yubi doing here?
I heard about you.
Oh? And who might that be from?
What? No.
Oh.
How do you do with that one?
I'm just gonna stare back at
Just imagining a head getting like way.
Well, he can stretch, so he's like
So-
making his neck a few.
So the two of you kind of stand there staring at each other in awkward silence for about 5 minutes. When all of a sudden, out of the darkness, walks up Shi Tong, and you just look up onto this very weird panorama of a robot and a glob monster just staring at each other silently.
You, I remember.
I'm gonna move
You.
one of my eyes in your direction.
I don't know you.
Who are you talking to? I'm over here, man.
I'm pointing at you. Telepathy check on this one.
Okay.
I have good telepathy.
If net cancels out, 6.
Okay. If you're going to try to resist him, go ahead and make a willpower check.
Good telepathy checker.
Oh, you actually have telepathy?
Yeah, I have telepathy.
Oh, awesome.
Wait.
What is
You
your
have telepathy?
I have telepathy 6.
Telepathy 6. What is your telepathy?
6.
6. Okay, so go ahead and make a telepathy check
do you have
because you guys are
telepathy?
actually matched for that.
Screw it, just
So do I just roll up and have
Telepathy.
telepathy?
into
Yeah.
robot.
And then a negative dice roll as well.
4, so 7.
Again, he's able to kind of hold you off. You weren't expecting a robot to have telepathic abilities. Again, you can kind of get service spots, but anything he wants to keep hidden is staying hidden.
Why is he here? Who is he with? Is this the real boss? That's all I'm looking for. You. These are the things I'm trying to get.
I know, but oh, okay. That's like,
Are you here?
I guess I'm just mission for minion, man.
From your minion?
I'm not saying so loud.
No, I know, obviously.
What do you get, bro?
It's out.
That's all.
Everything else is like a deep, like,
Dude,
secret.
I beat you.
Service thoughts.
Anything he wants to keep hidden, he can keep hidden. So, I mean, if he wants to just make his service spots just, the commercial he heard in the car or whatnot, football scores, whatever, he can basically just throw white noise at you.
Interesting.
I give you a nice grin.
I'm not looking at you anymore. Well, gentlemen, it would seem that we...
I am a robot, not a man.
Then you have no business being here.
Let's
Fine. Robots. 3 days' time, we have a shipment. Very dangerous.
Secrets.
Very dangerous drugs that we take hold of for this.
Good. Do you want help? Good. And what's your kind of pointy at? What do you want them for? Good. And we share a similar goal. We'll work well together.
Killing things.
Now, you do understand that we can't take hold of all of them ourselves. I have no dispute if 2 or 3 of them go missing. But the majority of them have to make their way back to this informant. We owe him that much, considering he gave us his own.
So he said to take the job as a gift or an audition, you don't have to give them back to him.
Come on. As long as I get a fair share to make the money I need.
Define fair.
I just need enough sample to replicate.
I think a 3-way split is fair, considering that one person.
I guess that's unfortunate.
It is, but it's not unfortunate for us. Here's my contact information.
About to do that.
Does it just melt when I give it to him? It's just a piece of paper.
What is it? And then I'll put one out in return that has my email on it.
No, we
Why do you
have
have
that.
business cards?
Because I'm in the new country, and I don't.
about
Oh.
him. He's a spy.
You're back.
I'm
Mom called me,
science.
sorry. No problem.
I was a scientist.
How do you?
A genie. Bad things.
I never asked for your backstory.
You asked why I had a business card, yes?
Backstory.
Enough. What do we want to do about this car?
Kill everyone inside and take
The transport in 3 days. Would you like to attack the lab? Would you want to attack the car when it's being transported?
Ooh, the lab.
The worst idea I've heard.
The lab or the car?
The car, of course, will have less guards.
What do you want to?
Car. I said attack the car.
If you want to attack the lab, you want to protect the car. Suppose I'm the deciding vote. I
Well, we
say
can fight both.
I vote he doesn't get in a vote.
Fine, then I'll just have to beat you to it.
Enough! Enough! We need to understand each other. We need to work together.
I'm not sure that can be
Enough!
it.
You're one to talk it.
Okay, he got the exact same request here that you did. Do not see yourself any higher than this one.
And I showed up.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I have a better plan.
Right, what?
What were you doing, actually? That's a good.
Well, I'm not gonna tell them, but I can tell.
Go ahead if you want and just send it in a Facebook message or something to me if you don't want other people to know about it.
Oh, no, I just in character, they don't know. He's like an art enthusiast, so he was in his disguise, he was like gallery and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, so important! Oh,
It's part of my
no
backstory.
respect for that.
My backstory.
Oh, my backstory.
Yeah, bro, deal with it.
Never.
That makes me actually happy. It was like, I'm in an important business.
I
It's in an art
have-
gallery.
What? Like,
No, it's very good.
yeah, bro, that's how you get money. Art is like.
I have a plan for attacking the car. If you would be interested in that.
But Be attacking the car as well. Get him from both ends.
Either-
Backup plans.
Right. I have a third ability. Say.
Good for you. We all have abilities.
Can you
Yes. Like I cannot
step in
breathe.
front of a car and be fine?
Yes, I can. I'm facing you.
Can you stop the car?
I have a strength of 9. Yes, I can.
Perfect. Then I've changed the plan. You will stand in front of the car and stop it.
No, man,
Me,
that
me,
was-
me, 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 me.
Dude, if you want to talk out of character, you do this.
So for those of you that don't know, this is the kind of the de facto out of character talk. When it's not clearly out of character, you do this to show that it's out of character.
Called
So
out
if-
of character moose antlers.
If we do out of character moose animals, that's what we're doing. We're not well, we are insane, but that is not why we're insane.
Yes, yes, yes.
Fair.
Me. I can stop the car.
Shout outs to
You want
Skylar
to stop the
Hawkins.
car.
I can catch up to it.
Everyone's gonna stop the car apparently.
How about you slime all over it once I stop it?
Or I can melt the tires.
That's
Yes.
I think he'll do what he wants.
Here's what I say. We will both keep firm, clear views on this car. When time's right. And when it takes a turn, I will stop the car. You two, and whoever else joins us, considering you having, assuming,
He doesn't like being called that.
I don't care.
He prefers associate. I indulge him.
I will stop the car. You two will take on the car. I will have.
Ooh, intrepid driver.
I have bullets raining down from the sky. With land support, and I will help out where I can from the side. We'll be in, we'll be out, and they will be ours. Does that sound good?
Yes, yes.
And you?
Really good. Okay, but going, I have other things doing.
Perfect. Then we are met in
Different
3
things.
days' time.
Yes, yes.
Outside of the building, we'll watch its trajectory. I will place one of my men somewhere along the route. I will stop the car. He will disable the car. He will take out anyone who's around the car, and we will all storm it.
You're swinging there till we aren't taking survivors.
Oh, I will.
I don't
Make
care.
slaves, make slaves.
Either way, you do what you do. You as well. Don't harm what we need. Fine. We're all entitled to this, correct?
Yes, except for that one. What's he doing?
He's an astral projection that
As far as you
we
know,
don't
he's not there.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm just saying that.
Yes,
he's
his
something if you
spirit
want
is
to.
there, his body is
Yeah.
not.
Okay, well,
Basically, he's watching it in a sort of ethereal ghost form.
you don't get none then. Deal with it.
Say the evening before the transport goes, we all meet up outside it and place ourselves properly.
Be under the car.
You could be in the you could be the car. I don't care. Just please stop.
But if I were the car, we wouldn't have to steal it.
Perfect. In 3 days' time,
We
then,
just give it
the
to
evening
us.
before. That's when we will meet. Disappear.
Back to the heroes for a little bit.
Whiplash at him.
What are all of your guys' plans for taking the look at this? You guys all know the rough timetable for when it's being moved, and that you wanted to at least get it out of the city.
I want to be in an escort vehicle.
Okay. So are you going to be doing anything before that, in the 3 days before that, kind of keeping an eye on the place, or are you just going to be showing up on the day of the transport to help escort the vehicle?
I just want a little background. Like, are there other police officers? Like, what are people dressed in? Because I want to be discreet-ish.
Argent has its own security force, so they're there all the time around the clock. And then when the prison mages come, they'll be in their full prison gear, which is similar to standard riot gear, but more advanced. But it looks like riot gear, but is generally more advanced.
Okay. Then, would it be out of place for a police officer?
And Argent Biochemistry? No, not really. It's a big, powerful corporation. And in a world of superheroes, it gets targeted from time to time. Police would patrol around there a fair amount.
Fair enough. Okay, then I'd be clad in my dark police uniform, complete with belt, and also I have a shrink ray in this finger. It happens right there, and there's like an easily visible scene with like little vertical thingies that I point and it goes. Bzz. But besides that, it's pretty hard to tell that I'm a cyborg.
For now.
For now. We'll see.
Alright, Recluse.
My plan would be talk to them about it, because all I got was like an email from Avalon.
Magic.
So I would want to talk to them about it, and then my plan would be to create an illusion of a car, and then make the other car look like.
But again, you'd be talking to them, then mostly just showing up on the day of the transport.
Make like an illusion car, or make a car like invisible.
Okay.
With like.
And
like it's out there.
Blake Rosa, or Black Rose, right? That's your
Black Rose.
So Black Rose, what was your plan for the 3 days leading up and the day of?
My plan is pretty much to take care of my shop, and then the day of, he said, just look around, be on the lookout. I'll probably head over, at least in the general, maybe, is there like a docks area or industrial area?
There is a docks area. It's largely a tourist trap. It's a coastal city. So they do have docks. It's largely a kind of a tourist trap area of the town. The biggest industrial area would be around Argent Biochemical, and that's the main people. There's a few others, but for the most part, industry is not a huge part of the town other than Argent Biochemistry.
I'll probably be around there and waiting for something bad to happen, and then on to
Okay.
me.
So where you are going to do your conversation, then we're going to jump to the night of the heist in that case.
Another thing I'm gonna say to them is if you're not continuing it, and mainly you're just worried that other people will get your hands on it, why don't you just like destroy it?
Okay, well, we're actually going to roleplay that. So you show up at Argent Biochemistry. It's a gated building again. It gets attacked a fair amount. It's a big super research place in a world of supervillains. So it has a big, electrically locked iron gate at the front. Generally, you need a passcode or a guard to buzz you in.
They're like.
As you kind of peek around, there's a couple Argent Biochemistry security people up at the gate, and you can see a few more at the entrance of the building itself.
I'm gonna give them a nice.
They kind of stand there, and one of them kind of gives you a severe nod. They're all kind of looking at you, because again, you look weird in your gaudy superhero outfit. They're all keeping their eye on you. Not aggressively, but you're not well enough known yet to be like recognized as a hero. So it's more of like, oh please be someone trying to be a hero and not a villain.
I got a magic email saying you guys could use some help.
Do you have an appointment?
Nah, just thought it'd be nice to chat.
Without an appointment, no mask is getting in here.
Ah, well. I'll just like sit outside the gate. Make sure I'm being all kind
Are
of
we escorting them
disappointed.
like from this facility to another place?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after you're sitting up there for about an hour, one police officer's walked by a couple times and taken a look at you sitting there. And after about an hour, one of the security guards kind of walks out, opens the gate, walks out to you. Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Okay. I was getting bored anyway. My challenge is easily bored. Saw you walk by a couple times. So I'm gonna mess with you.
Okay. So as you get up to walk away, he's kind of coming around the block again.
And I'm going to make illusions look like I'm being covered in spiders. Look, oh my gosh, spiders! I'm being covered in
Is this me witnessing this?
Yes, also you see, also out of nowhere, this girl dressed in a pretty gaudy and impractical outfit.
Yeah.
It looks like a wannabe hero outfit, or it's also just spiders just pouring out of nowhere to cover her.
Just a thought bubble, like, I can't believe that some masks obviously show that they're masks. That just makes them a target. Oh my god! Also, one of my challenges is innate powers, which includes aliens and magic. So he is completely thrown off guard. And just speechless. Do you require assistance, man?
And then I make them all disappear, and they're like, "No, I'm fine."
Just like-
At this point, we can make an awareness check against her illusion level, because at this point there is reason to disbelieve. So you can make an awareness check to recognize that they're illusion.
I don't know if that would occur to him.
Okay.
He's just like, oh yeah, we just keep people out.
Oh,
Super
that's
villain.
nice.
She's not really causing any trouble. About to come over. I don't want any trouble.
I got a magic email saying that these people could use some help.
I'm gonna need some backup.
The precinct that you're calling up. Everything all right, Ed? What do you need backup for?
We got a mask.
On the way, and a few minutes later, you can kind of hear sirens in the distance coming closer. They're still probably about 5 minutes out.
I'm loving this
Don't worry, you're not in trouble or anything. Just keep your hands where I can see them.
I'm going to use illusion to make it look like I have lots and lots of
Okay, that is super obvious. I'm gonna roll. Definitely go roll.
Go ahead and
beat
make
that.
an illusion check. You go ahead and make
Just
an
like
awareness
Buddha
check.
style,
whatever's
like,
under
My
your
awareness
hands.
is god awful. Alright.
4, that cancels out. My illusion ability is 8, and my awareness is 9.
Oh, this person just sprouted a billion arms, and it is actually all there. Beyond that, I mean, this is beyond belief. There is no way you could disbelieve her illusions for the rest of the day because you so firmly believe this.
This is some sort of super-powered demigod from another planet.
Pretty much.
I need to disable her powers. So I'm going to shoot a...
Oh my gosh.
Okay, describing one of my powers.
Already
I have
conflict.
power nullification, and it springs from my right wrist, and it's kind of like a taser in that it tethers, and it sends a powerful electric shock. Now, according to icons, power nullification can work on others, and it can work on self. So if I was being mind-controlled, I would be electrocuting my brain. There's a chance for this to go wrong.
If he fails the check, he takes damage equal to half your power level.
Yeah.
If he gets a moderate success, then your power level is reduced by 1/2 for a number of pages equal to his power nullification. If he gets a major success, your power is completely nullified until the end of those same number of pages.
Yep. So you're going to have electric energy coursing through your body, and we'll see how that goes.
So go ahead and make a power nullification check. What's your illusion level?
My illusion level is 8.
Actually, 'cause you don't know it's illusion, what are you trying to target with it? What power?
Is there a word to describe like spontaneous growth?
There actually is a power for that. So go ahead and do that, but because it's not the actual power, the difficulty is going to be... Shit. The difficulty is going to be too high, so you're going to be at a difficulty 10 here.
Roger
this.
that. Here we go. Alright, so powerful nullification. We got a 7 minus 4, 3.
Okay, so this should have worked. There's no way this should have not worked. But it didn't work. And you get the feedback. In fact, it's reading as though there was nothing to nullify. So you take the 4 points of damage from failing to nullify the power.
4 points?
Half her power level.
That's like almost all my health.
And you are completely, I mean, there's no reason that should have happened. Your device is reading that there's nothing to nullify, but there's quite clearly a person with multiple arms.
Yeah.
You probably hit one
And
of
they
the
didn't
arms.
go away. She didn't wince in pain. There was nothing. I fall to the ground because I'm in pain, and the cord is just like out of my wrist. It's not reeling in.
And at this point, the police show up, seeing you on the ground trying to target her, and a billion arms coming off it. About 3 police in riot gear are coming out and immediately just kind of pointing their guns at you. Hands up, all of them above your head.
I'm gonna make the hands disappear, and I'm like, I'm sorry. He had some sort of weird taser. I don't know what it did to him.
Whoa. Are you okay, Ed? What's going on?
I'm fine. Just surprised me, is all.
This would be the perfect time to attack. Can we know about any of this happening right now?
Where are your respective lairs?
I have no idea.
Well, my character is going to be following one of those characters.
Okay.
Mine's on it's like a nice it's like a crappy apartment building.
There would probably be crappy apartment buildings near you. This is the industrial part of town. So go ahead and make an awareness check. With a difficulty of 5.
Hold on, I should probably figure out who I'm following.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
3.
3. You heard sirens at one point. You can kind of hear some sort of conflict going on. It's maybe 2 or 3 blocks from you at Argent Biochemistry. Where's your lair?
I'm probably going to.
Sewers.
Sewers are actually a really bad place for me, despite how fit in they are. I probably would have found maybe where I used to live. I'm just in the basement now with
With your little globulins around
with
you.
an attempted lab being made in progress.
Okay.
It's not finished though.
Since you were working with Genie, that probably wouldn't be near biochemistry. They didn't affiliate with Argent all that much. They're more competitors than anything. So you would not be aware of this. You would be with that awareness check. And where are you?
I work in a store, imagine downtown Boise.
Okay, so that'd be downtown. Argent's kind of on the outskirts of town again because it's an industrial area. So you would not be aware of this either. Who are you following? Him? Okay, so currently Shitong is the only one that is aware that something's going on. You don't know exactly what it is, you just know you heard sirens and some sort of conflict.
Noel, give me all the police scanners. I want to know what's going on.
Alright,
Joelle, do we have access to the cameras at the Argent?
we will in a second, boss. She kind of
I'm on the screen.
hacks in, and you can pretty quickly, within a minute or two, you get camera feed and visual feed of what is currently going on. You get there right about as the police car pulls up and
Do I get the million
pulls
arms
out.
or no?
You can see the. Are your million arms mental or physical illusions?
They were physical.
You can see them back.
Joelle, get all the other. I want to say villains. Get the team on the line. All those numbers that I gave you.
All right. I think you only had his number.
No, I got.
I gave my email.
Did I get yours?
No, I never gave anyone.
Okay, well I got his email. Send him an email.
If you want to try to hack into, basically hack them and figure the stuff out, go ahead and make an intellect check with computer specialization
I mean, I have yours. I might email you back.
against anyone that are trying to have actively tried to hide themselves can make an intellect check opposing yours.
For mine or Joelle or no one else?
Whoever's trying to do the hacking.
I would be doing it. It would
Okay.
be them.
Okay.
So
Wait, so
they
you make an
need-
intellect check?
If you try to actively hide your identity in the past, I'm actually not going to have it be an intellect check. I'm just going to have it be the difficulty of your intellect.
Okay, so what am I adding to this?
Difficulty of his intellect?
No, yours. What is yours?
5.
Okay, so you are adding your intellect and any computer specializations that they have. So in their case, both 7. And then subtracting his intellect, which is 5. So grand total, dice
Minus
plus
1.
2.
That's plus 2?
Yeah.
So both of them together or no?
Just one of them.
Okay. 8.
8 with the minus 5.
Oh wait, with this one?
So,
Or-
so you've got, which one's your positive?
It's 2. 2,
2.
negative
So
1.
negative 1.
So 6.
Plus their 7
Yeah,
is
7.
6.
6.
Minus his 5 is 3.
3. Okay.
Or 1. Sorry, it's 1. So you are able to get his number, but nothing beyond his number.
Give him a call.
Alright.
Get the whole team on the line. I want them to see this
You
now.
can get him, you've already had his information.
Okay.
Are you going to try to get Christian? No? Okay.
I don't even show up to the late night thing.
So
The
if-
unplanned late night thing.
If he's following me, can I text him or something?
Go ahead and make a telepathy check. Make an astral projection check if you're trying to keep hidden.
Oh, that
Okay.
sucks. Oh, that's pretty.
So I
Is that
had,
minus 5 too?
2.
do I had the number next to the power or a certain
power.
stat?
Next to your power.
So that would be 9.
Okay, you have absolutely no clue he is there. There is no indication he's anywhere near you.
And I tried to listen in on his call.
Not on the call. You can hear
Okay.
his part of the call, but you can't hear what's on the other side of the phone.
All right.
I'm like
Okay,
a robot
so
that
I got
listens
you.
internal.
Can I get you on video chat? Can I get on video? Sure. Wow, video chat that one. Can I get you on video chat?
Yeah, you can see my eyes if you want.
My hand just covers the keyboard and
No,
the
it's
individual
surprise, like-
drops of slime are just pushing the keyboard buttons.
Okay. Joel, I want both of their screens up here. Noel, I want all of that data footage. I want them to be able to see it. I want them to know what they're up against right now. Is that all doable? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
Hands
you can see like billion
Did she
arm.
cause her hands to go away though?
Yeah, she at this point her hands have disappeared back just into two.
Okay, record everything that happens from this point on, Noel. Get me that feedback. Data storage it, and I don't want any trace of any of them knowing anything of this.
Alright. So you guys are now all watching what is going on. The police are all guns still pointed at the recluse. You are
I'm
just picking
upright.
yourself up off the ground.
Reeling my
Maybe they'll kill
my
her.
taser back in. You know how this works, boys. Now I don't know how frames work, but I want to use super speed and I want to punch her in the face.
Okay, go ahead. At this point, we're actually going to go into combat.
Oh my gosh.
So roll coordination checks to see who goes first.
Fighting.
With
We're
positive
not.
and
We're
negative.
watching.
Yeah,
Yes.
just
doesn't
positive,
understand-
just a regular coordination check.
time too. It's
For
kind
both
of
of
get us
you.
distracted.
No, they're learning.
3.
3 and coordination check.
For all we know, these could be the problem.
If they fight each other, would they realize they're
5?
breaking?
Okay, you get to go first.
You see all those cops?
But right now, all of a sudden, he's gotten back up. He said, "You know how this works, boys."
Yes.
I don't know.
As he
See
reels
how
his
many
thing back
reasons fight.
in, and the police have got
Excellent.
trained on you.
Just get punched in the face.
No,
Not yet.
and she goes first, so that hasn't
I'm
happened
going
yet.
to try to use illusions to make it look like I'm not here, but there is a wolf running out from where I was towards him.
Okay, that's going to be a pretty difficult illusion. So go ahead and make an illusion check with a difficulty of 2. Which if you are going to try to disbelieve, actually you can't try to disbelieve because you rolled so badly.
The
on the
other
first
cops
one.
Roll to
Yeah,
not believe wolf.
So go ahead and do it with the difficulty 2 for the normal and the difficulty of 3 for the police's awareness. So total difficulty of 5 on your illusion check.
Ooh.
Double sexes.
Well, that gives you just illusion.
So 8.
Okay, all of a sudden, to everyone that can watch right now, if you guys want to make your own awareness
I want to
checks, go
perceive to
ahead.
understand everything and at least
Okay.
relay it back.
So that was 8 minus 5.
That was
Uh,
8. Oh.
Yeah, it's on you. You're the one
8
saying it.
minus 5, that would be 3.
Okay, so 3. So for you guys, it is going to be a difficulty of 7.
Understand.
So a difficulty of 6 to see what's really going on.
Yeah, no.
It should just be him though, right? Because he's the one sending it.
No, you guys can
But
perceive.
you're
He's putting it on
See,
video.
yeah,
feed.
I prefer
We
you
can
all
watch
try to
this.
perceive because I'm not doing great right now.
So
I'm guessing I
it's
can't
intellect.
roll
Yep.
since I'm just listening to him talk.
That's all.
Well, if we're video chatting,
4.
Sorry, it's awareness,
I'm
not
not there.
intellect.
I'm listening to
Wait, it's
him
awareness?
call.
Yeah.
we're on video chat.
7 minus 4.
There's a screen.
Wait, am I
You
doing
are-
it against my
that's
intellect?
called-
Like subtract my intellect? Or
No,
awareness?
you're doing roll plus your awareness.
Wait, is he video chatting or calling?
He's video chatting.
So would I be able to see
Yes, you
this?
can.
Would I roll awareness?
You can make an awareness check to see
Negative
that.
4.
Negative
Okay.
4. You are convinced to see that this is freaking real. This person just turned into a wolf.
Yeah. Is you guys negative 1 or
You
negative
guys
2?
is-
But it's
it's-
negative.
Either way, you are also very convinced that this is an actual wolf that just appeared here.
Because you put a -6 on top of my 6.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got a 2 for positive.
What was
do we all
the
get my
challenge?
six?
Yeah, we all
But
get
what's really
+6.
just
What
a
was the
distraction?
challenge?
6.
Well, on top of
The
this.
important
So
I'd
I have
really
a
bet
total
you might
of
be
I
able to
get
2
scared.
No, I got a 3.
because
so
I
like,
have an awareness of 3.
7
minus
3 minus 6.
Sorry, what?
Negative 3.
I got above it by 2.
Okay, so you notice a distortion in the feed, kind of like a static crackle for a brief second, and as you kind of focus in there, you can still see her form kind of outlined in hazy, and the wolf is wavering. You can tell it's an illusion. It's a very good illusion, but you can see you're the only person that can even remotely see through this.
Alluding to what?
That she's using magic and it's not the real.
She made herself
power
invisible
change.
and projected
So
a wolf.
the police all immediately switch from where you're standing to the wolf charging at them and begin firing, and of course the bullets go right through it and don't do anything.
Wow,
Um,
there's no warning. They just opened fire. This isn't realistic.
Oh, you
Try to punch her.
a
Well, what are they
wolf
gonna
started
do?
charging
Just-
them in a superhero world. That it's a
They're gonna
legitimate,
handcuff a
if
wolf.
ill thought out response.
I'm going to try to
Wolf
take
lives
advantage to just try to
Okay,
run away.
so you're heading out while your wolf keeps them busy. It is your turn currently. The wolf is all you can see right now.
So say we
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my gun too and say, "She's a fucking witch!"
You're not wrong.
Bang, 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 bang.
Okay, so a few moments later, the wolf vanishes as you get out of range. And she has disappeared, and the wolf is just gone. You can see all your spent bullets on the ground.
I think I'm going to either just dispel my costume illusion or turn into like a different costume illusion so he doesn't have the same horrible first impression of me.
You're a genius.
At this point, your cell phone gets a ring.
Can I roll to hear that?
No, it's really fun.
She left.
She
Oh,
left.
you went like far.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
And
I
as soon as you answer, you hear the exasperated voice of James Armister, who's back at your house. I just heard that a police was called towards art and biochemistry. What the fuck did you do?
It's not my fault. He freaked out and tried to tase me.
Who freaked out and tried to tase it? What? Do I need to bail you out again?
RoboCop.
RoboCop tased you.
It didn't work.
Look, just get home. What are you doing?
I'm on my way.
All right.
Joe, if I may? Okay. I got all that feed, right?
Yes.
Noel, Joel, zoom in on both those faces. I want you to data mine every single thing you have about those personas.
Okay.
I think I've gotten her, before she did all the weird stuff, and I definitely have his.
All right.
Any other personalities in there as well. Data mine the hell out of
All right.
those.
I will tell you what they get later.
Do we have like pop culture knowledge? Like
Yeah.
our culture?
Yeah. It's basically this is our world with very few differences.
Like we know like
Obviously, super
Deadpool and Superman.
Ooh,
Yes.
tough question.
Yes. Marvel and DC are actual comics heroes, though they're not as popular as they are in this world because you've got real fucking heroes you can follow. Why would you worry about the fake ones?
Or maybe they just write about the real ones, so that
They,
they're
they,
like,
do, they do have actual comics for the real ones.
so that
as
they're like
well.
non-fiction comics.
I don't think I have a con.
Well, most of them are still fictions. Like they take the heroes and then make up stories between them and the actual villain. So it doesn't follow real events, but they do have comics based on actual heroes and actual villains that are nowhere near accurate, and they're not supposed to be. The accurate stuff is for the textbooks.
One more thing. Can I take that recording that I have of that whole scene and just flood social media with it from an anonymous source?
These
Of
are your
course you can.
heroes.
Of course you can.
Yep.
Noel, get on that.
So within the next
These
day
are
or
the.
so,
This is the town's heroes.
They're totally gonna get like my superhero name.
within the next
They
day
totally
or
are.
so, the Facebook, Twitter, all sorts of social media are just flooded with videos of this fight between a really weird, multi-armed creature that can turn into a wolf and a police that can shoot a taser out of his finger. Right wrist.
String parade.
Billion arms, wolf attack, cop shooting, nothing happening to the wolf.
Oh, get on the animal activists too.
Yeah,
Look what they're doing.
there's a bit of a backlash at the cops for shooting at the wolf.
While they're doing all this data mining, I'm just like shaky hand, like sipping coffee. I got someone else to take my
I'm on my social media
tagging myself.
on Twitter, like, oh my gosh, look at that cool.
And James is doing his best to keep you off and failing miserably.
this weekend.
So if no one else has anything they want to do, we're going to skip to the night of the heist then.
I'm going to work on attempting to build a chamber so that I can start converting people better.
Okay, go ahead and make an intellect check with any specialties that apply to technology or engineering.
What season is it?
It's currently late summer coming into fall.
Late summer. Okay.
4.
Alright, you've made progress. It's not finished, it's going to take you a while to finish this. This is a long-term
This
project.
has been like my life goal since I've got jellified.
But you've definitely made progress. You've managed to actually figure out a thing that you are pretty sure will work, and you've started to get the supplies for it. And that's pretty much going to take you the rest of the 3 days doing that. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
Just want to make a comment as I watch the social media. I'm like, I wonder if this is a situation they're talking about. Hey, Lotus, they said it was like tomorrow night, the night after, right? Yes? Okay.
3 days from now.
Thank you, Lotus.
I always strike one early.
I want to see if they'll let me borrow like a shotgun.
The police or your squad?
I'm at the research place, right? Oh
Are
man,
you-
they probably wouldn't have shotguns, would they?
Also, they kind of
Genie
saw
or
what you
Argent?
did.
I don't know what building we're in. I'm assuming that I'm like spending the night there.
At Argent. Yeah, you'd be at Argent in that case. And no, they do not have a shotgun. They have some experimental bioweapons, but they're not real. None of them have been tested enough to be used without
Gotcha.
serious chance of collateral damage.
Gotcha. So I
I have
have
a fire extinguisher.
Yay, fire extinguisher. I have a tech specialist.
Uh-huh.
Would she be at this place?
She could show up, yeah. And obviously the security guards have their own equipment, but mostly it's tasers and
Batons.
they do have batons and trank pistols.
Okay. Not his style.
No.
But I want to talk to Dr. Wendy Wainwright, my tech expert.
All right.
Say, listen, never seen this thing fail before. She had tons of arms, and I fought against things just like that, but it failed.
I don't know what happened in that case. Let me take a look at the diagnostics. She kind of runs through it. Possible that it was not something she generated, it's just something that she has. If it's simply a biological thing, it'd be harder for the device to get rid of. And it's possible it was calibrated incorrectly, I suppose. I'm going to actually kind of, can the device be removed?
I'd say it'd be pretty hard. Like, I'd have to.
Yeah. All right.
put under.
I don't have a good tech lab here.
I can't be put out of commission for more than a day.
Head out to the van. I'll see if I can do some maintenance on. She kind of goes up and tunes it up. Hour, 2 hours, simple checkup type of thing. I don't know what to tell you. As far as I can tell, it's working fine. I've worked through it and got some tune up. It should work fine in the future. Of course, it should have worked fine there too. So I don't know. I'll have to look into this more. I will definitely get right on that. She kind of runs off scribbling in a little notebook of hers, keeping tracks of figuring stuff out.
Something's gonna make Edward lose some sleep that night.
So then we move on to the night of the heist.
Thanks. Do you guys have the road plans for the route?
The prison truck shows up, drives up to Argent Biochemicals, and a group of about 7 agents comes out. You've got 6 standard agents and Arthur Conrad, who's the head on this. They head on out and up to the Argent Biochemistry's front doors. You both said you were kind of going to be hanging out around Argent Biochemistry tonight. All right, are you guys going to be stealthing or not?
I'm going to be stealthing this time. And I'm wearing a different costume because I don't want to attract too much attention. This one's like light purple and it has a see-through shape.
I'll be in civilian-ish clothes, black hoodie and black sweatpants.
Some sketchy civilian clothes. All right.
I want to talk to the agents before we head out.
And I want to talk to my team as well.
Yep, so you guys are showing up probably about the same time the car is.
Well, like before I show
Yeah.
up to that, like my team,
Okay.
what they're doing.
All right. So go ahead and we can start that. The agents are basically going to come in, talk to you, talk to the people at the front desk, get the drug and take it out to the car.
All right, you got the road plans? Yes. For the trip?
Joel. Route plans.
Right here, boss. Joel hands you a folded up sheet of large paper. It's got the route mapped out on it in red ink, including a few spots, much more crudely marked out there that Frederick put down as his little kind of stakeout spots.
We're still video chatting. You're not in my
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Hi!
Frederick.
Don't hit me. Excellent, excellent. Okay,
I'll just like email those out.
All right.
just tell me where you need me to be, and I'll basically oil slick the road with acid.
Choke point. That would be best for this, where like they're doing a turn. Like there's gonna be some behind, some like I can.
Yeah, you've got a pretty narrow turn, about 2 blocks away from Argent Biochemistry. That'd probably be the best spot, but it's still close to Argent Biochemistry, which is less than ideal.
Second farthest.
Next one would be the 3rd choke point. where they've got a turn pretty much right as they're heading up onto the on-ramp to hit the highway and get out of the city. So that's cutting it close, but it's a lot farther from Argent.
Have
Both of them are spots that Frederick has stakeout spots set up at.
Perhaps I can use my minions to have a setup at both points.
Let's take them down early, and if they get past us, I'll rely on you at the second.
First point at me then. Okay.
And you? What would you like?
We're all talking, but you're.
No,
We're on
we're
video
all
chat.
video chatting right now.
Oh, well. I don't know.
Yeah, technology, boy.
I think it would be better. Combined.
I love how your accent keeps switching.
Here's the voice modulator.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what? I didn't listen. I was so taken aback by your accent changing.
Do you remember? I don't
No, it's
care.
really fine.
It's flavor of the day.
No,
So-
I do feel like your character would like actually like just switch his accent.
Do you think that we should?
Is this a different day for this video chat? Is
This
this
is the day of the heist.
You're still watching from
Okay.
his, I guess. Is your body just been like?
Just like comatose on a couch somewhere.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
I think as soon as my character
She does.
learns that you astral project, it's going to be her mission in life to find your body while you're gone and just put it in weird positions.
Sharpie, Jigglypuff
Sharpie.
style.
Totally.
Yes.
Dude, did your bodily functions stop?
More, they
Aw.
slow down. They
I
significantly
don't
slow
QWERTY?
down.
Is it QWERTY?
He's just like hooked up to an IV in his room.
And a catheter.
His metabolism slows down, so he does still need to eat and drink and excrete waste and all that, but not nearly as much. He can go for probably a week before he has to go back to his body and deal with stuff.
I'm gonna put you at the first choke point with my right-hand man, Frederick. He's a weapons specialist, long-range sniper.
I think it would be wiser to combine.
All three of us are the first checkpoint.
Well, yeah, they're gonna be all together in the car.
That's why I'll put us at the first checkpoint.
No, I thought you said.
No, we're all on the first one. And then there's a second one that we can hit in case they
Okay,
get through
well,
us.
I misunderstood.
Yeah.
The heroes approve of the villain's plan.
Noel, Joel, both of you, I want full blackout, all those lights. Get into the electrical industries. I want all of that entire street completely blacked out when that car approaches.
You got it.
You can raise any bridges, close anything off. Anything on that street that you can control, I want it down.
It's pretty much they can control the stoplights and the streetlights, and that's it.
Do I get to bring my minion?
Sure.
Does he? Well, he doesn't have like hacking powers. So what can he do?
That's what mine are doing.
He
Don't you
can
worry about
fight.
that.
He has lucky. Like.
Yeah.
He's your minion.
Frederick, I need three things
Luck
from
of
you.
the pirate.
Hope you have them. Barrel of oil, Molotov cocktail, smoke screen. You got those three
I've
things?
got vodka.
Well, we can make Molotovs then, can't we?
Yes.
Oil?
My car has oil in it.
I'm not gonna blow up your call, Frederick. Do you have
whoa,
a...
whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are we having oil and fire if I'm gonna be the slip thing?
It's to cut off the police. So imagine that car comes through, we make an oil of fire and oil and burns up. They can't get through it. That car's isolated. We can take care of it. Yes? Smoke screen on the police so they can't see what's going on past that fire.
I don't have a smoke screen, but I can get oil.
Maybe the fire will cause us. Get on that.
Add leaves. Add leaves. Leaves will add smoke.
Add leaves, Frederick. I'm kidding, Frederick. Was-
As you say that, he's right about to help the door, start grabbing handfuls of leaves off the trees.
We're on the third story, Frederick.
What's this?
Is there a tree outside?
No, there is, but I'm just like Frederick. Close the window. They're blacked out for a reason.
Two. It's two.
Yeah. What?
Perfect. Enough.
Oh, I thought you said it was 2, like in the morning. I'm like, how long have we been?
That's not true.
No.
Good. That's all I need.
Alright.
I'll give the signal, and I'll stand at that choke point.
Okay.
Where are you gonna be?
So, our
Wait,
first
so
Conrad walks in at the head of some of his agents.
Oh yes, have you seen the other
I
guy?
suppose you're our liaison
We'll be
with
singing again.
Jamie for now.
Not bad. I like
Alright,
the pirate.
Conrad.
He had a nice beard.
Oh,
That's
I'm
right.
sure he's on.
What can I call you?
He's on the chat.
You can call me Ed. Officer
He is.
Brett.
That's his boss.
He's
Nice
on
to
the
meet
chat
you.
with us.
I see you brought
Pirate, isn't it?
how many suits?
6.
So there's his minion.
2 for the car, 2 in front on the motorcycles, and 2 in the back of the motorcycles.
Good to hear. What kind of munitions are we dealing with?
Standard prism weaponry, phase guns.
The super villains lurking about?
Phase guns were designed for supervillains.
Oh, that's tech. That's out of character. I didn't see. These guys.
Basically, phase guns are basically energy guns. They are prism, standard prism use.
Basically
Sound-
Hydra.
Very similar. It was basically stolen alien tech.
A ray gun.
Similar, but not exactly. Basically, concentrated bolts of ionized energy.
Okay.
That they hurt.
Covenant weaponry kind of?
That's the Covenant.
Halo?
I don't play Halo, but I'm going
The
to assume
aliens.
yes.
They go like this. The aliens from Halo.
I'm going to assume yes.
Superheated plasma.
It's true. So basically, what you can see from the prison guards is they're equipped with body armor, which looks like riot gear, but is probably somewhat more advanced. Most of them have pistols, the phase pistol.
I don't have body armor.
And then they have a combat knife.
taking a
Arthur
piss.
Conrad has, instead of your standard combat knife, he has one that looks somewhat more techy. It is still a knife, but it looks like it's got aspects of it that are electrified.
Yeah, they probably didn't bring like any extra gear for me.
The security force for the Argent security force would have some extra body armor. It'd be basic body armor, but you could borrow it.
Okay.
Basically, it's going to give you vulnerability 2 against guns and vulnerability 1 against everything else.
2 gun. 1.
Out of character, since I already have vulnerability as one of my powers, if I got like a Kevlar vest of my own, would it increase it, or would it just be?
They would stack. They basically it would go through the Kevlar first, so that would reduce damage. Then it would hit your vulnerability and go through that.
Wow.
So you're
I think
also not
that's
on the
how
best
I'm
terms
gonna run
with
it for
the
now,
police
at
right
least.
now.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't have it now, but I'll think about purchasing some.
Alright.
Well,
Maybe I missed this. How many cars do we have? We have
You have
like
the
the
car.
one carrying the cargo.
and then which is an armored truck,
Yeah.
and you have 2 motorcycles with agents in front of that, and 2 motorcycles behind it with agents.
Oh shoot! So I'm in the armored car.
You are wherever you want to be.
I want to be in a car, but honestly, Edward would just listen to like where they put him. Like I'm from Cyber Cell. Put me where you need me.
Okay.
He trusts their leadership.
They
over
would
his own.
probably Arthur Conrad would probably want you up with him in the front of the car. He's going to be driving the car. He's going to have 2 agents in the back with the cargo, and 2 on the thing. He'd probably want you up in the front with him.
Sounds good.
Alright, good to meet you. If you want to go head up to the car, I'm going to go get the rest of this load and get it loaded in with my men. He kind of heads in to talk to the head researcher who's been working on the project, who is named something that I have in here somewhere. Maybe. Gonna go talk to the head researcher for this device and get the load. It comes out a few minutes later. Him and 4 of his men carrying 3 large crates.
Oh, I can help myself. Leave him out of it. Don't need an egghead ruining the operation.
Oh, the agent's not coming with. He's just helping move the stuff out.
Yeah, I want to help him with the stuff out. I have a strength of 8.
All right. So you go ahead and grab one of the crates. They're heavy, but I mean, you can carry it no problem. They're big, they're kind
The
of big.
blood is coursing through my muscles.
And they're big metal refrigerated type crates, maybe that big.
I'll probably carry that alone.
Yeah, so you can easily carry it. I mean, you're feeling it. It's heavy, but you can carry it by yourself. You guys get them loaded up in the car, belted in, and 2 of the agents climb to the back of the truck. Kind of settle down, guns pointed at the doors. You guys shut it. And you guys are set up at the first choke point. All right, how are you guys all set up?
Okay,
Hold on. Before we show up, on the way there, could my character call his character after seeing the number on his
Yeah.
phone?
Sure.
So it's going to be from a cheap cell phone that he bought using with a fake name. He
Okay.
removed the GPS and disabled the camera.
Go ahead and make an intellect check to successfully do that
I
without
wouldn't
reading
have
the
seen the
phone.
number, but I have the cell phone like in
Can I have a-
robot.
But when he pulls up the video chat, the number would be visible, I'm gonna say.
So that would be 5.
Yeah, you can easily do that. You've basically made the phone untrackable.
Could we all have, at least this team here, have like little headpieces?
So he's going to call him and ask him where he wants him
It'll be
at the
floating
first
inside my head,
checkpoint.
but yes.
Okay.
got one for my
So you
team.
get a call from an unknown
They're
number.
organized.
You're not.
You got a 5, right?
Mhm.
I tried to get organized. No one would talk to me because I had a silly costume.
Joel and Noel are
We haven't seen,
unable
like,
to
a head or
track
foot
it
of you.
quickly. Given a couple days, they probably could, but with the time they have, they're not gonna be able to track it.
Wait, he did all that stuff in like an hour?
Yeah.
He did it in the 3 days leading up to this, I'm assuming.
Okay.
It's a phone
feel like
he had
he'd have a
lying
bunch.
around. He likes
Yeah.
to have
he
one
was
cheap cell
following
phone
him.
ready.
How do you do it?
He can follow you and then jump back to his body and go back and follow you again. We're going to assume in retcon that he's had time to prepare, or he had it beforehand for stuff like this. So an unknown
I'm
number
not looking
calls
for
you.
him anyway. doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
After
an
all,
unknown
most
number
people have
calls you and you
phones.
hear it.
Me?
Yeah, and you hear a voice that is somewhat familiar. I mean, you can't quite place it, but it sounds somewhat familiar.
Okay, what he's going to say is, you're planning on using a wall of fire and wanted to use a smoke screen, but we're unable to. Where do you want me at the first checkpoint?
1 second. Switch over to Noel and Joel. Track the number that's calling at this moment.
You're going to start working on that.
Turn it back over to him.
Okay.
Yes, the first checkpoint that we're going to use fire on. Remind me who this is, for I don't trust a voice that I can't match a face to.
This is the Spectre Inspector. You met me at the warehouse.
I'm sorry, what was
You
it?
have. I'm the Spectre Inspector.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Spectre Inspector. I was the masked figure. You have
Masked.
1 minute to tell me where you want.
The
me at.
masked specter?
You have 1 minute to tell me where you want me at the first checkpoint.
I'm sorry, you're breaking. I'm trying to. What are you trying to say?
He's going to throw the phone out the window of the car.
Okay. You hear all of a sudden static, kind of crunching sound as it kind of rolls over, and then you hear a crunch and the line goes dead as, from your view, a car rolls over the phone.
Switch back over to Noel, Joel. You got a trace on that?
Sorry, boss, we were working on it, but it went dead before we could get a trace on it.
Very well.
I like it.
I'll keep you informed of what we're doing. I'll let them know. Got someone who knows about the plan. Spectre Inspector? Spectre Inspector? I think he was that other
Oh, the
individual.
fedora guy.
Was that who it was? That's who it was?
Yes.
Well, if he just said that, understood. Well,
All right, Fedora Man will help.
No, he will not.
if he infringes upon our three-way deal, I'll leave that up to you, but I'm getting my third.
If he tries to do something, I think we should kill.
That's a very good idea. In fact, here's what I'll say about this. If you feel all right, Slime Man, sharing your share with him, that's fine. But none of my third's coming out. We made a deal.
6 will do for replication.
Pretty well. We have our plan.
Alright, so where are you all setting yourselves up?
I'm in the middle of the street.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oil.
attempt to be discreet as I show up in a business suit inside of my body.
Oh!
That's really good.
Like it's like I
No,
tried to put on a suit, but it just kind of went in.
I've got an idea for you.
So like folded.
I'm gonna have you. Okay,
Just
so
floating in
here's the idea of what I want.
Alright.
Joe, I want oil, myself, like far back from the
Okay.
oil, right?
The car coming this way.
Yeah, the street's blacked out. Not yet, but it's gonna be. You in front of me on your knees, like I'm gonna kill you. So that's what they see when they turn the corner. They see someone about to hurt someone.
Oh, I was planning on being like I can shrink and stretch myself in such a way that I'm basically a puddle that they're gonna drive over, and I'm gonna burn through their tires.
That's
Okay, no, just yeah. Okay, so oil, him, me.
Alright.
And my character is going to wave at his character from a dark alley.
Okay.
My character?
And you and Captain No Beard?
Oh, that reminds me. Frederick's up on the roof, sniper ready.
Alright.
His instructions are kill the driver, kill whoever else is in the main part of the car,
Okay.
or around it. If anyone gets to that fire, headshots, headshots.
Is it like road, hill, cliff, or like how is it?
It's still in the city. It's in a kind of around an abandoned apartment complex.
Oh.
Not mine. Different one.
No, different one. And they're coming around the corner, and basically right as they come around the corner, they've got about a 100-yard stretch, and they're gonna hit the oil slick. And with that,
And me slick.
yeah. So
I guess I'll be to the.
so it's abandoned building.
It's a bad drawing though.
Wow.
Oh, it's good.
So
It's not accurate.
Oh, you've got it back by now.
I'll be to the side. So like if they're coming this way and the acid pellets here, I'll be to the side, like getting ready to like for sprint, like just like tackle into the car.
Okay.
What?
You're just gonna hit the car?
Dude, I have a strength of 9.
Okay, yeah, but you understand, oil melts wheels, force field stops them, and you're just gonna into the car?
That's pretty cool.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like knock it off the road.
You know, we
after
didn't
it hits-
discuss this, so I'm just gonna let him do his own
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Because we didn't-
Maybe a little after the acid.
Sure,
pellets
no,
are done.
you're fine. Yeah, you just.
All right. So you are in an alley. You are on the road, slick on the road.
I have a question about where I am.
Uh-huh.
So am I just sort of like following along?
I was actually going to get to you guys and ask you that next.
Okay.
Alleyway, and you're just kind of off on the side of the road, also alleyway. Go ahead and everyone make stealth checks, which is going to be a coordination check plus any stealth specialties.
Mine's
So I have a
Yeah, you're not
stealth
stealth.
specialty. What does that mean?
You get to add 1 to your final result.
Coordination. So
Coordination.
5,
Three.
4, 9. So it's just your coordination plus the positive
Eric
minus.
rolls a stealth
Yes.
check too.
Yes.
Are
Oh
you
wait.
taking those numbers?
Oh, never mind. If
Yeah,
it's
not
just them.
Yeah, I'll be getting to the heroes in a second.
9.
9,
7.
7,
I don't have a stealth check.
3.
3. Okay.
Or no, wait.
Phase.
Sorry, 8.
8.
I got it. Don't you be stealing my shit. Okay, cool. As long as you're not stealing my shit. Phase through keeps running. Where'd it go?
No, you're fine.
Where's all my shit?
Actually, phasing would be pretty useful because you can literally just go inside, knock the 2 guys out, and steal the drug and get out.
So Frederick is
In
there. Is
theory.
Captain No Beard there?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Is he just with you?
Yeah.
Okay. And are any of your globlings there?
Can I have them like diffuse inside of me and just like osmosis off, or do they have to be separate entities?
They're separate entities.
Okay, I'm
I'll
gonna.
let you use a stunt to have them pull onto you as your recovery stunt.
Okay.
Or your recovery determination.
In that case, I'm gonna have them hide on a nearby rooftop and kind of like jump down on my command to like
Okay.
tackle people.
So you got a bunch of little goblins under there. You keep, you can, if anyone's looking, you can see all these little gooey heads. Follow up and look. Follow up and look. Follow up and look. Follow up and look.
Like around the collar.
just everyone's
Or more like boiling
follow up
water,
and look.
just like
Yeah.
except it's green.
Do they have eyes?
I'm gonna say they each have 1.
They're not that great on the concept of stealth. They're trying, but they really don't get it that well.
They're not as big as me or as skilled.
Alright, so you are in the car with Conrad. What are you two doing?
I think I should probably do an illusion over myself so I'm invisible and just be like walking by the car or maybe like by a little car.
Okay.
Cool, smart.
Beep,
car.
beep. Just walking alongside.
Or maybe a
actually a
motorcycle so that it's cool.
Okay.
A scooter.
Going at like 5 miles an hour.
And Black Rose.
Razor scooter.
Lights aren't down till 8.
Okay. Currently, I'll be watching.
So
do I
lights
see
are up
this?
until a certain point.
I see it where I see the car, so I can know at least it's going to go this way for down like at least 1 or 2 blocks, right? I'm going to go at least. You know what? Yeah, I'll go 1 block ahead of it, thinking I can watch from here, then just continue tailing it, but from the rooftops.
Okay. So at this
shoot,
point,
that could be fun.
Noelle kind of buzzes into you. She's on the video camera at Argent. They're heading out, boss.
Perfect. Give me an ETA when they're about to hit this. 2 minutes into this alley. Down.
15 minutes.
Like when they're gonna be like 2 minutes into turning,
Mm-hmm.
blackout. That's what I want.
Okay. Do you guys get?
Real-
you guys
wait, real quick,
head
Frederick.
off. Yeah, boss.
You have night vision.
Like
No,
goggles.
boss.
Can you see?
Sniper scope might
There's
have like
street lights, I can see just fine.
Like, I guess the cars will have lights and there will be fire too.
How long do you think you'll be able to see when the lights go out?
When will they go out?
13 minutes.
It'll be dusk. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Ish.
We'll get you night vision goggles next time we do this.
Okay, boss.
Wow.
Alright.
Actually, the fire should be enough.
Okay.
You can light that oil, yeah?
I'm on top of a building.
That's what the Molotov cocktail was for.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Okay, good. As soon as that car passes over that oil, you light it up.
Sure thing, boss. Okay.
Damn, I forgot to ask.
Dara, I didn't talk to them, so it would be weird if I did an illusion car now.
You could do an invisible car.
You could show up as a cop.
you could knock out one of the kids.
I should have that be my disguise.
Okay.
Female cop.
Probably female, just so it's not.
Aren't they gonna know that you're?
Obvious you're a man.
Okay, so
Well, I don't think she can disguise her voice.
I know, but I meant like they're gonna know that you're not one of the people with them, so you might have to knock them out.
So you head up, disguised as a police officer, to the gates of Arctic Biochemistry. There's an armored truck sitting just behind him, who's currently being loaded up with 3 large boxes. The cop that you had an altercation with before is currently single-handedly carrying 1 box, but it's taking about 4 people to carry the others. You can kind of turn and see there's a cop. You don't recognize her, which is a little unusual. I mean, you know a lot of cops.
Completely, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, it's a large city. You don't know every cop in here, but there's a female police officer kind of just standing by the gate looking in.
I could get a decoy truck if that would help.
Team character. Yeah, like they do in Air Force One. I like your thinking.
Sorry, who are you? This is Conrad.
Oh, this is Officer Jenny.
Gina, actually.
Gina.
Well, it's not exactly a standard police work, Gina. It's not something that local authorities are exactly equipped to handle, I'm afraid.
I was just thinking, maybe it'd be good to have a decoy truck.
Well, unless you've got a decoy prism transport truck tucked up your sleeve.
And just a very, very, very apt time, an identical van comes around the corner. It's an illusion. With an illusionary person driving it.
Wow.
I'm gonna have a lot of fake minions that don't actually exist.
Yeah, one real.
Did you inform, is Jane with you?
I'm gonna say that I didn't.
Okay.
He wouldn't approve.
No, he would not.
The only people who would approve of this is the villains. And it's not working in their favor.
Where the hell did you get a prism truck? On the surplus store.
Avalon has some hanging around.
You're with Avalon. Why are you dressed like a
No,
municipal
see,
cop?
isn't. Avalon does not have any prism uniforms or prism trucks.
No, but I have a friend with connections to Avalon. You met
The
her.
point still stands. Avalon does not have access to prism trucks. So who the hell are you and how did you get this?
Hold on, Conrad. I met someone.
Yeah, you met my Avalon connection.
Yeah. Do I have
When?
camera and all this? Noelle does.
A couple days ago.
No, I mean,
I don't recall.
she will
Was it
if they
really
decide to
2 days
use
ago?
it.
think we had our altercation like the same day or the day before.
No, just like of this little.
If that's what you're
They're
talking
turning on each other
Yesterday.
again. This is
Or the fact that
this
that
is
is another
Facebook
car showing
gold,
up.
Joe.
What?
I still have cameras on all of you. Haven't left yet.
Oh,
Dude.
hell.
You can hear him, right?
Well, I'd be more
Oh,
concerned
yeah.
about the
Might be
second
like
truck
kids
than
now.
the extra person showing up.
Oh no! I want to see how this goes. You no meta.
The decoy might be there.
Some sort of Avalon connection. You talking about that shapeshifter?
The point stands, where in Earth did you get a prism truck? Avalon does not have any.
I roll a check on that illusion.
Sure, go ahead and make an awareness
You
check.
said something about lights not happening with illusions.
I got him from Miss Steele.
From what?
Mrs. Steele. She has connections.
Go ahead and make a. I'm not even sure what bluff would be in this.
Intellect? I mean,
You make an intellect
Awareness?
check. Make an intellect or awareness check of your choice.
Heroes are
With
lying to each other, and we get to catch it all on the
Difficulty of
cameras.
4.
Black man.
He's that
Sorry,
guy!
sorry. He actually has a high awareness with difficulty of 5.
just your awareness on this one.
Yeah, it canceled itself out. What would I add to
You
it?
said
Your will or your awareness of your choice.
9.
9.
-5 from
Yeah.
him.
Oh, -5, 4.
No, -5 and 4.
And I'll have to look into this. No one's supposed to have these outside of Prism. But if you are affiliated with Avalon, well, decoy wouldn't be bad. This truck is to go back after tonight.
Why can't you just say an illusion? Because you're chaotic.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with the fact that no one knows I do illusions yet.
Conrad, you didn't seem
Well-
too pleased about that display. Where do you think she
One
got
person
it
does.
anyway?
Apparently, someone inside Prism has been selling to others, or even just giving them to other agencies. Either way, it's not alright. There will be an investigation when we get back.
Especially because there was the data leak about the drug location too.
Yeah.
Because I see Conrad, can I just show up now?
Sure.
Hello.
Oh, Blake, glad you could make it.
Yes, it's been quite a day. I assume you had problems or wanted some help with this.
Hold on. You just let some civvy in here?
Oh,
He's-
right. One moment, please. I'll show you my true form.
He's affiliated with Prism. We've had dealings. I asked him to step in to help in case others couldn't show up.
Get an ass.
In a manner of speaking, you could say that he's from out of town, from far out of town.
Well.
Nice to meet you.
Conrad likes you. You're a friend of mine. Name's Ed.
Name's Blake.
It's really bad. It's really.
It kind of looks
Black,
like those
yes,
people that,
I'm
like
black.
wave the signs around outside
Wearing
when they
a
have to wear like
poncho.
a mascot.
It's supposed to be a cloak.
I'm still in
I
a
think it
hoodie
should
and
be a poncho.
sweatpants.
Coats usually split down the
I'm still
middle.
in a hoodie and
Am
sweatpants.
I sombrero looking thing?
That's why you got the criticism
favor.
about letting a
Why
damn
you have, like,
civvy
the
in.
Mhm.
All right. So at this point, you guys kind of all load up and head out. How are you keeping up with the truck? And where are you?
Like run.
Get in the truck.
I think I'm going to have like a motorcycle that I'm riding.
Okay, so you're gonna be on a motorcycle. Are you gonna be in front of the truck or behind the truck? You've got 2 motorcycles in front of the truck, 2 behind.
Maybe on the side.
Sure.
Just two traveling abreast.
And they're gonna send the decoy truck up and take when you get to the first fork, they're gonna turn right instead of left. Right instead of left. You guys are gonna take the left. Noel informed you that a couple other individuals showed up. The weird lady that you spam social media with, and a weird guy.
She has a different disguise though.
Yeah, I made my
Yeah, but
costume
they have
different.
really good facial recognition software. Here's the check I did for them to start getting information on you. The facial recognition part is going to happen. Other stuff may or may not.
I was thinking most of the time in my disguise I don't look the same.
Okay, in that case, there's 2 people that appear to be civilians.
Civilians. She was a cop.
A cop and a civilian.
Did he have
As you
audio?
can tell, I'm really on top of this.
Wait, do I have stuff on him or no?
Not at all.
No.
Did
He's
he
just
have,
a civilian?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he
did
Would
he have
they
audio though?
Inform him
No.
about how
I've got
many-
him though.
Yes, you have it. You know he's there.
You
Would
would
they
have
inform him how many vehicles?
Yeah, they'll end up.
You don't have communication with us.
Yeah, bro.
I showed up.
You're not
Yeah,
with us
you showed
yet.
up. I'm not
Oh, right.
acknowledging you.
I'm just saying, when they inform him,
Yeah, they
You
do
might.
let you know that you've got 2 motorcycles in front, a truck, and 2 motorcycles behind. And now a 3rd motorcycle on the side. Where are you? Are you going to be in the truck with the agents or what?
What about the other truck?
I just
Yeah.
had a question about plane shifting. How does that work?
Plane shifting is basically travel between dimensions. It's not going to help you move about this place, but it's kind of an escape route. You can get from here to somewhere else.
Okay, I was wondering if you go from like here to another dimension, then back into another place over here.
Wait, doesn't
Yes,
that mean
you can
see
see
the
that one
astral
dimension.
projector?
Not
Pseudo
necessarily.
teleportation.
It depends. He's still going to have to travel that distance. Depending on how the plane works, it might be shorter or longer than it would be otherwise.
Your case.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should determine at some point what dimension you travel into, but for now you're just going into a different dimension.
I was just wondering about that because if I brought Lily Lotus with me, but I didn't because she has that. But I was wondering how it worked really.
Oh yeah, so that's for Lilo. Yeah, she can travel to her native dimension and back. There would be some aspects of teleportation to that, but it's not very specific. It's more of
You move there. You
this,
move
this
here.
place is linked to this place in this world. This place is linked to that place. They may or may not be closer, and it's kind of nebulous about where you're going to come out. So she can show up, but it's going to be a little iffy about when.
Okay, that's fine. And quasi mortal just for clearance on that one.
That's because you said she
Yeah.
doesn't die of age, but she can still be killed.
All right.
And
No, I'll be riding a motorcycle with a rose pattern all over it.
Okay, so you got 6 motorcycles, 2 in front, 2 at the back, 2 on one on either side.
They're civilians, right?
One's a cop, one's a civilian.
Wait, who's the? Oh, you're disgusting.
What about the other truck though?
The other truck is going in a different direction, and they know it's a decoy
I relay all
because they
that.
saw it getting loaded.
I
They saw
wrote,
person getting
yeah, I
loaded.
tell them about the decoy. Ignore that. And then I want them to watch both of the new motorcycles on the sides. I don't trust either.
All right. So
As soon as the decoy gets a certain distance away, it's probably going to disappear.
it will, but they're not videoing that part. So,
Anything last minute, gentlemen?
No, all good, all good.
all right. So you guys head up. You get a couple blocks in. You turn the corner, and as the lights of the motorcycle and the truck turn the corner, all the street lights go out, and you can see just in the street, in the headlights in front of you, a man standing in the middle of the road. Go ahead and make awareness checks real quick.
You can make one for combat.
Technically, the DM doesn't make rules. He just applies.
That's awesome.
He just
I like
applies
that.
that it is difficulties.
12.
12, 5,
2.
2. Okay.
So wait, she
so
would be able to notice me then, because I only got like a
Black
9 in
Rose
stealth.
and the Recluse can both see you standing in an alley. The Recluse can see fucking everything. Pretty much at
Yeah.
this point. I mean, you can see all 3 of them. You can see what appears to be a slick, but it closer has eyeballs in it.
Oh my gosh,
On the ground. You can see an oil slick in front of that. You can see up on top of the roof a guy with a sniper rifle and what appears to be what might be some sort of handheld grenade or improvised explosive. And you can see a guy standing in back in an alley that appears to be metallic.
Also,
what
she would be
number
able
was
to see the jumping sludges.
I got
Yeah, you can definitely see the jumping sludges kind of peering up and down.
No big
So you can see a ton of stuff, but things are happening now too quick. So on your turn, you'll be able to let people know if you can contact them. But for right now, all the villains and you are going to roll coordination. Since you only see one of them, I'm going to have you hold off on that. You will get a +2 on your coordination on the next one. What is that?
Should I roll
Can I switch?
coordination for maid? Oh no.
Give me 1 second.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Because this, my own dice hates me.
I love you.
Same with mine.
Can I switch my dice? Not now, but like later.
Yes.
This is the good one. This is the bad one.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna switch that over.
Hold
Now,
on one
one.
sec. Where do you got that?
Ready? What about like our minions and stuff?
I'm keeping track of that. Loose board. Okay, Globster, what'd you get?
3.
3.
Sorry, 3.
Cordy.
9.
9. Shiton. 1. Spectre.
1.
Recluse.
5.
Give me some
5.
pounding going on.
Shitong and Spectre. Who has a higher coordination?
I have a coordination of 4.
What's your coordination?
Yeah, 4.
4. Okay, which one do you want? You guys are going to go basically simultaneously. And we are going to take a real quick break here, 5-10 minutes for bathroom break, go grab drinks, stuff like that. We will be back for the actual fight in, again, 5-10 minutes.
Nice. So do we pause the stream now?
I'm just going to turn off the video and put a intermission.
Sweet. Find us a nice image.
Yeah, we need like commercials or something. Have you ever heard of Sea of
Well,
I?
get partnered.
Have you ever?
Love that.
Huh?
The president would love that.
Oh, I'm sure she would. Have you ever heard of Charlotte Boris? This is Charlotte Boris, our president.
Would you go to college if I
No,
for a
no.
car?
It's a trap!
Well, yeah, there's a trap. There's an oil slick, a fire slick, snipers, jellies jumping.
Dude.
And drinks.
Unmuted.
And you guys.
And
Almost everyone has a Coke or a vanilla Coke.
No.
Except us two.
All right.
No. We're trying to bend over one.
What? Ben?
Wood back.
Alright, and so we are back. When last we left 5 minutes ago, our plucky adventurers and nefarious villains and confused nefarious villains who think they're heroes, they were just about to get into a bit of a rough and tumble, so to speak, in the middle of the road. And we are going to jump right in with that with Cordy, who has a really, really high coordination check that is going first by a lot.
Like even with the Molotovs and stuff?
Those haven't gone yet.
Initiative is going right now. If you want to wait and hold your turn until that happens, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the car gets past with the
Okay.
and stuff.
Recluse.
Page 1.
Yes, page 1. So page 1. So I should actually describe that because I don't think I have officially done that. The game is broken down rather than as D&D is broken down into initiative rounds and turns. This is broken down into pages and panels. So on your panel, you can move and you can do an action, and basically you can argue if it can be done in one panel of a comic book. It can be done, but it's generally a move and an action plus any reactions that happen. A page is everybody's round going. Ranges, you've got personal, which is close enough to whisper, hand-to-hand combat. Close, which is close enough to talk and melee weapon type range. Extended, which is you can shout to them, and up to like you can fire guns, shoot bows, stuff like that. Visual, which is as far as you can see. Generally, once you get beyond extended, communication is via walkie-talkies or phones or telepathy or stuff like that. And then beyond visual, we just have beyond, which is farther than you can see. Yeah, I'll kind of clarify that if people need it. It's kind of, again, theater of the imagination. As long as it relatively works, it works. Recluse, your panel.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is tell them how far have we gotten. Have we got to like
You
the?
just turned the corner and the lights went out.
But you can see everything.
So pretty much, yeah.
And nothing's on fire yet. There's just
No, nothing about you can see the oil on the ground. You can see a guy above it with some sort of explosive device-ish thing, maybe. There's a flame on the end of it. That's all you can really see. I mean, it's hard to make out details because it's dark and he's far away, but
it just I've got a little mixed up with the things that are planned and the things that have happened already.
yeah.
I could probably use an illusion to communicate if I can, but I'm going to try to tell them.
You're on a motorcycle and they're in a car though.
Yeah.
You're driving like probably
You might be
40.
able
You
to
could
tell the
yell
city.
like, "It's a trap!"
You could yell it, and the other people on the motorcycles might have a chance to hear the people in the car and know.
Bulletproof glass.
What if I used an illusion to illuminate?
You can't elude it.
You cannot create light per se. You can create the illusion of light, and like we discussed, you can show what you can see in better lighting, but you couldn't put any more details into this. So you can basically have shadowy figure here, shadowy figure here. You can basically put like neon arrows pointing to them. That's about as good as you can do.
That's what I'm going to do.
Not necessarily in that way, but that's basically the extent of it. I mean, you could do.
She couldn't do all of us, could she? With a lot.
She would have to do more than about 3 people. She'd have to make an illusion
I
check,
can
but
see
she's
it in the
real,
panel.
and she's got really good illusion skills, so she probably can. But she does have to make an illusion check for it.
I just want to do something that would really clearly communicate to the people in the van. These are the people who are
Bad
here.
guys, arrows,
These are the things that they're doing.
oil written on their oil.
Yeah.
So you can in some way illuminate and kind of highlight the where and what things are. Go ahead and make an illusion.
How fast are they driving though?
Fast enough that they're gonna have some really quick reactions to react to
We're
this.
also turning the corner.
Yeah.
It would slow down.
Probably kind of slow.
Yeah, the motorcycles are going fast. The motorcycle is going to have a hard time avoiding it. The truck itself is going to have better luck at it.
Oh.
Cancel out, so 9.
Okay. You have an illusion of 9?
Yeah, she does.
Wait, 8.
Okay.
I was looking at my awareness level for some reason.
Either way. So yeah, things are really, really clearly lit up. It is quite obvious there's an oil slick on the ground. Weird eyeball slick. And where the bad guys are. The motorcycles are not going to have time to stop before the oil slick, but they will have time to stop before the slime. The car is going to be able to stop.
It's oil slime. Where's truck?
Truck, motorcycles, oil, slime.
Oh. Okay.
Um,
But that
so
makes sense.
then, the motorcycles kind of skid across the oil and downturn. The agents managed to roll off and kind of pull their guns. More or less okay. We are getting to that because now it is No Beard and Globster and his Glob's turn.
Okay. I'll let No Beard go first.
Sorry.
Yeah, so what does No Beard gonna do?
Oh, I did that wrong. It's like Metal Gear. What?
Throw the truck onto the slime.
How far back are they? Like, I mean,
They just turned the corner. The oil slick's about 10 yards or so in front of us. So they're about 10 yards away from the oil slick, 20 or so away from Globster.
I don't know. I guess Milbeard's gonna go like attack the motorcycle people.
Okay, so you've got two motorcycle people that have both just pulled out fairly techie-looking guns.
And they're in between the oil and the acid, right?
They're in the oil.
Just to be clear,
they're
his
in the oil.
blunderbuss isn't like an actual oldie turret. It's got like modifications, so it doesn't like suck.
Sure.
I mean, you just have to like reload it with a patch and stuff. Wait on it, you know.
No, it's got 2 or 3 shots before he has to reload. And it's going to be a cone effect. It's about as much damage. It's actually a little bit less damage than the pistols because it's not, again, it's an older style gun. It's not quite as effective, but it hits multiple people. And that might change in the future. Again, I'm kind of figuring out how the psychics are going to work and all that stuff. So it might change in the, yeah. So it might work out. He might be more powerful in the future, but for right now, 1 damage, 10-foot burst, makes a coordination check for the attack. He can hit both the people in front of it.
What happens if he hits the oil with it?
There's a small chance, a very, very small chance they'll pick up sparks from the asphalt it started.
2.
2?
Because
Does he have any specialty in guns?
blunderbuss shooting 1.
Okay, so that brings up to 3. The agents have a coordinate. They actually can't use it. How does dodging work? Okay, so you said you had a 3?
Yeah, plus whatever like those. It's like separate.
Okay, so they have a coordination of 4, so they both managed to kind of throw themselves flat and get under the blast of the gun. So Globster and Globs.
Okay. I'm too far away to affect anyone without revealing myself. So I'm going to kind of raise one of my hands out of the sludge to indicate for the minions to jump down. And I'm going to try to make them, since the motorcyclists are closer, I'm going to try to have 2 of them try to jump onto their heads.
Okay, there's a series of whee! As the loses whee, you go whee, and jump off the building, kind of bounding down. Only 2 of them are going to be close enough to get to the motorcycle people who are immediately kind of turning their guns up towards the now bounding oozes jumping down. Go ahead and make prowess checks for the 2 globwings.
So 2 prowess checks?
Yep.
Okay, first one. Ooh, that's a minus. It's a -2.
He hits a balcony on the way down, has to bounce again.
And the second one does a little bit better, 1.
Okay. The coordination, even though they already dodged 1 attack, is still enough that they're able to kind of dodge out of the way as the guy splats next to him, and the guy that's next to him kind of holsters the pistol and pulls out his knife instead. And that brings us to Frederick, who is going to toss the Molotov cocktail. I want you to make me a coordination check with a difficulty of 3.
Switching.
Okay.
Positively.
You shouldn't have switched.
3. Okay, so this is Frederick's what?
Coordination.
Actually, what is it 2?
So -1.
I was thinking thug.
Yeah,
rather
no,
than
you're good.
gunman. So if you want to switch his, so I will change that up a little bit next time. For now, I assume it's a 3 actually.
His coordination's a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, and it's a 3 to beat.
Yeah.
Negative 1.
Okay.
What? No, 3 plus
High or low?
Alright.
Okay.
That was a 1.
It was. That was not high. The Molotov cocktail comes right down, not on the oil slick, but on the slick that is Globster. Go ahead and make a coordination check to avoid it.
As a glove.
Dang it, that's my 4.
4. Okay, so you easily kind of create a hole in the middle of yourself, so the Molotov cocktail kind of bursts, spreads around you, and doesn't actually hit you, and you kind of roll back.
Great.
But that was too close for comfort. That you could feel the heat of that fire. Shitong and the Spectre Inspector are up now.
So, no. What he gives me, the challenge, and takes away from me.
I know, but you have to coordination.
Yeah, it has a 3 plus 1, 4. Minus 7. Shitong. To Frederick. Take out the main driver
Alright.
on your next time.
On the next page.
Extra. On your next slide, shoot a dude.
Alright, and then I'm going to approach. Oh god, actually.
It's kind of break this right here.
Jump
Okay.
onto the truck.
What's your leaking?
8.
Oh, you can easily make that. You can easily make that. So you just on top of the top truck, or top of like the front of the truck.
Top of the truck.
Okay, you use down to just slam down on top of the truck. You can, you inside the truck, and the front can hear a thud.
Conrad, what the hell's going on?
How close am I to the truck?
Pretty close.
I mean, I'm still holding
25 feet away or so. 25 meters away or so.
Can I like move and have an action, or like far away?
You can. You'll be somewhat limited in what your actions are, but you can do it.
The stream stick,
All right.
electricity, right onto the truck.
Okay.
Electrocute the truck.
Alright.
I've got rubber sole shoes, so I'm good.
The back of the truck lights up with electricity. The inside is insulated.
Oh.
Prism deals with electrical aliens from time to time, so unfortunately the inside is insulated. And the next moment, there is you can hear, actually make an awareness check real quick.
Specifically, or?
Yeah, him specifically.
1 to my awareness.
4. So you can hear a slight sound, and then a bolt of energy flies up, punches through the roof of the car, and slams towards you. Go ahead and make a coordination check to dodge.
What is that?
Coordination
shooting
check
you.
to dodge. Difficulty, 1 second. Difficulty of 4. 2. Okay, and you are able to dodge out of the way of the blast as it punches through. You have a small, about quarter-sized hole that you can look down into the thing from. And Spectre?
He's going to calmly walk towards the truck.
Okay.
He's hoping that they don't realize what he's up to yet.
All right.
Your incorporeal form.
Here,
right?
no, he's here in physical form.
Oh, welcome to the party.
He has the gray fedora, gray trench coat, the weird mask.
Okay, Rorschach.
And we are going to, page ends here.
Wait.
So those that haven't rolled coordination for initiative, go ahead and roll that now.
Since I'm holding reaction, can I go before the next page?
Yes, you can. Sorry.
So would I be able to use my powers if I ran up?
What power do you want to use?
Probably far up.
What?
Far up. Sorry.
Aura? The aura is just when people hit you.
It's offensive though.
It is. It's when people hit you, they get hurt.
Like if you play Minecraft, it's like thorns.
Or if you grapple someone, you can grapple someone and it would hurt them.
Could I then jump through and like phase, grab something, like one leap, phase through?
That'd be a lot to do. You can do it, but your prowess check to grab them is going to be at a penalty because you have done a lot before that.
I'll just. That means I don't really have any defensive. That kind of sucks. I guess I'll run up.
You have a strength of 9.
Yeah, I know,
That
but
is
like
plenty offensive.
So I guess since the cop dudes on the motorcycles are like focused on the goblins or whatever.
Yep.
I'm gonna like totally blindside one. I don't need to.
Okay, go ahead and do that. They're actually a bit closer. They're about 10 yards in front of the car, so you can easily do that and get an attack without any penalty.
Okay, is it just
Prowess check with a difficulty of 3.
Six. Wait, sorry, screw that. Prowess 7, minus 4 is 3, so that means those things stop on 0.
And then a coordination of 3, a prowess of 3 to block it, so that is a 0. So, and that was a punch.
No, a tackle.
Okay, so you do manage to grab a hold of them, but you don't have a real firm grasp, but because you do have an aura and they were actually trying to physically block, what's your aura level?
It is 5.
5? Okay, and what sort of aura is it?
It's like a flame aura.
Okay, so if you just erupt into flame and
Oh,
he
no.
tries to block you, immediately covered in huge burns, this guy's almost down.
If this is a fire aura and he's on the oil,
He is on the oil, and
I
the
have
oil
life support,
erupts.
so I have life support.
You do. They do not. The globsters do not have life support for fire.
Rip.
So that the oil field erupts. At the start of your turn, if you're in the oil field, you're going to need to make some sort of check, which I will figure out by the time I get to someone in the oil field.
Look, only 2 of mine are in the oil, but still.
And
The rest
now,
miss.
Blue Borg and Black Rose, I could get checks from you.
1.
1.
Wait, that's wrong.
Prowess?
That's totally wrong.
So 7. You said I had a +2 because I had good awareness
3.
last time.
And it's coordination, not awareness.
Oh.
Right, but you do get the +2 for right. Sorry, you're right. You're right. I know
It's
you're right.
7.
Yep, 7. Okay. Okay. That brings back to the top. So Cordy.
I'm gonna. Well, do I need to make a check? Or can I like get out or like how?
What is your life support protected
life
from?
support is 6.
Okay, but each level protects you from a specific thing. Did you not choose those?
No, I've never seen that.
Okay. Is heat going to be one of them?
No, because of my aura. So.
But-
no, I would have like resilience to heat.
Okay, so one of your life support things is heat, so you don't need to make a check because you're immune to environmental heat, which this is. We'll choose the other 5 at the end of the session tonight.
One of mine is
One of them has to
breathing.
be heat.
Yeah.
So you are fine in there.
So I'm finding the thing. Then I'm gonna. I can only tap
You
one, right?
you currently have hold of the guy, so you do have him in a grapple. It's not a real tight grapple, but you are holding him.
Good luck getting
So
out of
what
that.
is the other guy doing?
The other
He's
guy
on fire.
is trying to get out of the fire and stab at the globster at the same time.
Okay, I'll leave him to it.
Who's in the oil?
Stand the guys here.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check with a difficulty of 5 in this case, because he's trying to fight you off, and he's kind of got his grip back. He'll put his full prowess back.
So strength. It's 11 minus 1, so 10.
Okay.
Minus 5 is 5.
Okay. So you easily snap this guy's neck.
He's burning him.
We're
He also
villains
doesn't-
now.
he wasn't burning quite as much as you thought. Their body armor appears to have some sort of fire resistance in it. But it doesn't matter because you broke his neck quite clearly. You're actually able to, in the same move, break his neck and grab his gun as he dropped it.
Whoop.
So you currently have a phase gun in your hand, blasting 3 attack.
Blasting 3.
And that will bring us to Recluse. No, sorry, Black Rose.
You broke the rules.
Are you near me?
You are next to the truck on your motorcycle, so you're about 15 yards away from him right
Just give
now
me this
on your
monologue from like
motorcycle.
way over there.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a comic book.
Can I run over and attack him?
You're on a motorcycle.
Drive by
Can I
Akira
drive
style.
and crash into him?
Sure. You can also jump off the motorcycle, run over there, and attack him, yes.
I'll run off it because I don't got driving abilities.
Okay. If you do jump off and run, you are going to get a slight penalty on your attack because, again, that's kind of a lot to do in one panel.
Instead of jump code, just like step off and run. Because I
that
assume we
happened-
stop. I
that
assume
happened.
we stop.
But you're still on the motorcycle. The issue is getting off takes time, and bringing over takes time.
That's like 2 slides, dude.
Yeah, so you will be able to get over there, and because you can like run and punch at the same time, you'll be able to attack him, but it will be at a penalty, regardless of how you get off the bike.
Fine.
Chicken do.
I'll get off the bike and go over and attack him.
Don't forget I have Bora.
Yes.
I have life drain.
So you're close to me, bro.
Sure.
Alright, so go ahead and make a. Are you trying to just like punch him or whatnot? Just a standard attack?
No, I'm doing my power life drain. Gonna have roots come off my arms and like go into him.
Okay.
So he's also on fire.
Yeah, fire.
It's not really a plant that I'm
Some
missing.
roots.
It just looks
I
like
know,
it.
but like you're touching it.
Are you in oil?
He is.
Not yet. He is.
Yeah, but like to get close enough to him, don't you have to be in the flaming oil?
Okay, so you would roll a prowess test to touch the target. You can roll a prowess check to block or a coordination check to dodge. Right now, what you see is a guy coming at you with thorny vines kind of stretching out from his hand towards you. And which are you rolling?
I'm rolling coordination.
Coordination, okay.
Prowess 8.
8,
Minus
3. And you try to dodge out of the way, but he is slightly too quick, a bit too skilled, and he manages to get latched onto you. So, what's your power level on the life drain?
7.
Okay, so you lose 7 stamina,
Alright.
and you go up by 7 stamina up to your maximum. You do take 5 points of damage from his fire.
Okay, so I'll be at the same then.
Okay.
Sweet. Heal afterwards. Goodbye.
And that brings us to now it actually is the Recluse's turn.
This time I'm going to project the illusion just into the Globster's mind.
Okay.
And I'm going to make him think that the fire.
Wait, are you in the fire?
No, I'm all the way back
Oh.
by the car. That the fire is spread and he is now being caught on fire
Okay.
again.
Oh, so me, not the minions.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
That's
And
Awareness.
officially, there has to be reason to disbelieve. And here, that's an entirely plausible
Because
scenario.
it's not hot.
Go ahead. I will let that work and go ahead and roll awareness.
what is it? I mean, if I have a martial arts specialty, does that like give me a bonus?
0.
If I have a martial arts specialty, does that give me a
It'll
bonus?
give you a +1 on coordination checks to block, or prowess checks to block, or prowess checks to attack. 0?
0.
And that does not hurt 8 illusion, so you believe you are on fire, and you take 2 damage, quote unquote. So basically, mark it somewhere else. As far as you are concerned, you've taken 2 damage. As far as your physical body is concerned, you're still at full health. But if you hit to 0 on that, you become unconscious because you think you should be dead.
Okay. I put 8 in quotation marks.
Okay, that works. And then we have Globster, the Globlins, Nobeard, and Blueborg. So figure out amongst yourself. We've had a bunch of heroes here, so let's have let the villains have a bit of a turn.
Okay. Coordination contest.
And I do think we are going to go villain, good guy, villain, good guy, villain.
Oh my gloves. Wait, so who's all going? Raise your hand.
Actually, we only have one good guy. So we've got Nobeard, Globster, Globlins, and the Blueborg.
What's your coordination?
3.
My move is
Okay,
really
I have
simple. Can I go
6.
first? I haven't had a turn yet.
Let's have Blueborg go first since
I'm
he hasn't
popping
had a
out
turn.
and shooting at the android.
Okay.
Out of the window, just bang.
Okay. Because you are leaning out the window, that is going to be -1 on your check.
Does it provoke an attack from me?
You are on top, but you're on top of the truck part, not the.
Oh, okay.
He's shooting out of the front
Yeah.
of the car.
Alright. Oh, Jesus. So,
You
is
can
it
make a
coordination?
coordination check to dodge, but because you've already dodged once this turn, you're at a -1.
Okay.
3.
I'm pretty sure I did this right.
So minus 1, so it's like 4, 11 minus 3, so 8.
8. Okay. And is that minus the 1 for having already dodged?
7.
Okay. You see him lean out the window, see him about to pull the trigger, and you just easily dodge as the bullet flies by you.
Bang, bang.
Globster, No-Beard, and Globlins.
Okay, my Globwins and I all want to get out of the fire.
Okay.
So
You believe that you yourself are on fire.
I'm not on fire. I think I'm on fire.
Yes.
So my Globwins who actually are on fire are going to want to get out of there.
Okay, and they have to make a coordination check or take damage as soon as they're starting the fire.
Okay, and there's 2 of them in the fire.
There's one. The other guy landed on a balcony.
Okay. So coordination. 1.
That's enough. That's a success. So it manages to ooze its way out of the fire, somewhat drier and singed than normal, but just fine-ish.
Okay. And now I want to get out of the fire that I think is there.
Okay, so go ahead and make a coordination check.
9.
And you roll around, and this fire is still on you. It should be out. Go ahead and make an awareness check now because it should have been out. There's no way that should not have put the fire out.
-2.
You're not going to get any more awareness checks against this specific illusion. As far as you're concerned, you are actually freaking on fire now. So
Do I take more
no,
psychic damage?
Take 1.
So he's just gonna be taking damage.
Like,
Yeah.
so can we like use lucky, or is it just like?
It's just something that I will decide when it
Okay,
happens.
fine. Well, the other dude's still there, so he's gonna go. How close is he?
The other dude's in the fire.
Still in the fire.
Yeah, No-Beard's
You
just
could take
outside
out
the
the
fire.
illusionist or the cop.
I know, but they were closer. So can I shoot at the?
At him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, you can. There will be a small chance that he will hit you, but considering he's lucky, it'll probably not happen.
Try it. Yes. Beat my dying words. So it's just
Coordination check with the +1 for his shooting. So plus 2.
inspiration. So +1 for the shooting. So that's 4.
4. Okay, you can make a coordination check to dodge if you want.
I will.
4.
Okay, so normally that would be a 0 hit damage basically, but he's lucky. He got a lucky hit in there, so you take 1 point of stamina damage, and he misses you.
Yes.
And that brings us down to the Frederick's turn and the agent's turn. So what do you want Frederick to do?
Bang bang.
Right,
the
right,
driver.
right. So, I would like you to roll for Frederick real quick, and I would like you to roll for Conrad, just for a second.
I don't have none of his stats, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just straight up die roll. 3, 4, 4. Okay, so before Conrad can act, Frederick gets the shot up. Go ahead and make a coordination check. Conrad, with a difficulty of... That's the wrong sheet. This is the right sheet. Difficulty of 5.
Big heavy doors. Big
3.
heavy glass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big bullet.
-2. Those cancel, and it's 3.
So it hits, punches through the glass, hits his ballistic armor, but doesn't get through that.
Wow. Lucky son of a bitch.
And then Conrad kind of throws the door and rolls out. In one hand, it pulls his face pistol and fires at Frederick's. Go ahead and roll a coordination check for him with a difficulty of 5.
It's
now,
negative
if
2
you-
again.
Okay.
It's just.
The
not very
car
quickly.
stopped.
Oh.
They had time to stop it because she gave the warning.
Oh,
The
okay.
motorcycles didn't, the truck did.
Damn, I would have done a different thing. Oh.
He takes 2 points of damage. And as he fires and he kind of holsters his pistol, he pulls out the blade you saw earlier, clicks the button, and lightning kind of starts to arc up around the blade. And then the rest of the agents, the one kind of gets out and stabs at the Globlin. Go ahead and make a prowess or coordination check for the
The
Globlin.
one that's on fire. The agent that's
4.
on fire.
The agent that got out of the fire.
Agent under fire.
4.
Or the Globlin. What is it? It's actually not enough. The prison agent manages to stab the Globlin with its knife, which gives it 2 damage.
Okay.
And then
Write down their individual HPs.
the others kind of pull up their motorcycles and begin to fire. We've had 2, so we've got two more outside. So a shot, actually 2 shots at you. So 2 coordination checks are required. Difficulty of 4 and difficulty of 5.
Wow, so like a hail of bullets will just
That's awful. So coordination is 8 minus 3, so that's 5 minus 4.
So the first one you dodge.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little bit worse. 8 minus 6 to 2. Yeah, but
The second one hits you for 2 damage.
wait, no, sorry, it's 2 minus 5, so -3.
So yes, so it hits you for 2 damage. And what is your strength? Make a strength check actually, which is going to be just fine. But
Strength is 12 minus 6 is 6.
that's enough. So you kind of feel the shot start blast you back. You kind of stand your ground and don't get knocked back
So
by
you said
it.
I take 2 damage.
Yes, 2 damage. The 2 in the truck are kind of blind firing up towards you. So go ahead and make 2 coordination checks. One at -3 and one at -4.
Coordination. Minus what was the first one?
3.
0.
It's enough to dodge, just barely, but enough to dodge.
Yeah, destroy it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna call a full retreat in a second. Coordination. 8.
Oh, you easily dodge that one.
Wait. No, 4. Sorry.
Either way, you still easily dodge it.
Nice.
And that brings us to Shitong and the Spectre. I haven't missed anyone, have I?
Wait, you gotta kill one more person.
I'm killing Steve.
Okay. Shitong and the Spectre.
Okay.
I think I'm going to, but
All units, we're gonna get into the second checkpoint. This one's dead. Noel, Joel, put those lights back on full blast. And as soon as I said that, jump up to the roof where Frederick is.
Okay. Go ahead and make a leaping check.
8. 2, 3, 11.
Okay, easily make it. Spectre,
How close is he to the truck at this point?
he's about 5 yards away.
And about how far could he move in one turn?
Easily 5 yards.
Could he get to the back of the truck?
Yes, he could.
Did you hear my full retreat?
Is it open?
He doesn't care. It's one of those.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have
he
the
didn't have a
communication.
comm.
He did
Well,
not hear it.
I said
But
it.
the back of the truck is
He's
not
5 yards
now.
away.
I'm like
Is
the
any
only one
part
with
of
a
the
comm.
truck open?
He can hear it.
Oh yeah.
There's a few small holes in the roof, but no, other than that.
Better do some fighting, man. Hold your weight yet.
You don't know that.
What?
You don't know that.
I can see him.
Oh yeah, he was walking calmly towards the truck.
I don't know if he should try to hide on top of the. He's going to grapple where the. Oh right, he doesn't hear the retreat signal, so he's going to try and sneak under the car, and wait by the back of the car on his back, ready to get up
Okay.
if anyone comes out.
Alright. That's going to bring us to the next page. So, Cordy, your turn.
I guess I'll.
And actually, at this point, the lights are going to go back on. I need everybody, except for you because you knew it was coming.
Jumped out.
Yep, Frederick's included, to make a coordination check with a difficulty of 3.
They were, no, I told them it was a con, right?
7.
Yeah, but
Still
they
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, difficulty of 3, so 4.
Actually, because they did let you guys know, difficulty of 1 for the villains. 6,
6.
My
3.
best roll.
4, 3,
What's the difficulty in my case?
3 for you as well. 10,
No, he didn't hear it.
Isn't he under?
Oh, he's on the truck, yeah.
5.
5.
If it's a difficulty of 3.
And you,
Well, he'll pass either way.
You are under the truck, so nothing happens. 10. Yeah, your minions will need to make it as well. No beer.
Alright.
Frederick's
Let's 6
One
minion rolls.
for
Let's do it.
Does he need it?
Yeah.
Five.
Everyone needs it.
He's prepared. Like, he's above the lights, isn't he? He's on the rooftop.
Still, the lights are coming on.
Okay.
-1.
-1 for No Beard.
3.
No Beard's lucky though, so he's good.
First minion got 2. Do I need to roll for all of them?
Just make one roll for all of them.
Okay,
3
then
for
2.
Frederick.
Okay, so no one actually failed this. So the lights go back on, and everyone's able to kind of avert their eyes enough that they don't get blinded. And Cordy, your turn.
I guess I'll retreat.
Okay,
Can I retreat while facing so they can't shoot at me?
sure. Go right on ahead and do that.
Do I just, which one do I roll? Just facing?
You don't, you just phase.
Okay. Do that.
Alright. So you start to pull back, phasing your body so it's not exactly tangible and can't really be affected.
How do we use determination again?
You trigger one of your qualities or
I know, like
challenges.
if you have 1 point of determination, what would you use it for?
You trigger one of your quality challenges and say, okay, I'm going to spend a point of determination to do X, Y, or Z. You can do it to do determined effort, which is I am not going to get below a 4 on this roll. And then you spend determination to bring it up to that point. I believe each point of determination spent raises the roll by 2 or 3. You can do a focus effort, which is to say, okay, I'm supposed to hack this computer, but I suck at intellect, so I'm just going to hit the computer really hard and make it work, and use my strength instead of my intellect. You can do stunts, which is using power in ways you're not supposed to. You can do retcons, which is changing slight things about the environment and the situation, such not. And you can recover, which is regaining your strength or your willpower, whichever is higher, in stamina. Though if you do a recovery, you can only do that once per fight, but you do not need to tag one of your qualities to do it. You can just decide to do it. Everything else needs to tag quality.
I have a question. Would me messing with him be my challenges or qualities? Would it have any sort of effect?
In terms of
In terms of like determination points and
For messing with a
stuff?
teammate?
like when you did it early.
Because my challenge, one of my challenges is easily bored.
Yeah.
But you also have me thinking I'm on fire.
Yeah. Currently, you are not born. This is not a born
No,
situation.
I mean earlier when I was
Yeah.
messing with him.
It had actually had really an effect on something. It would have, but in that case, it didn't weaken you guys for this fight. It didn't really give you guys any disadvantage, so no.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
use.
just curious how it works because the qualities and challenges that I wrote are kind of broad.
Yeah. Their ideal is broad enough to be able to be used in a large range of situations, but not so broad that they're completely worthless.
I'm gonna use my determination on myself.
Okay. And then that is going to bring us to Black Rose.
Well, the one person I was fighting, he broke the rule, don't kill.
Someone died?
He snapped the person's neck.
Oh, right.
Like I
And they were on fire.
It's the one rule Black Rose really has, don't kill. You cross
This is
the
the
line.
vampire.
Batman.
They just die around me. I didn't cause it that time.
You're sleeping.
Who's left?
They're all still there. They're falling back, but they're all still there. Frederick and Shitong are up on top of the building. Most of the globsters are just on the ground at the base of the building. One is just outside the fire, the other one's on a balcony. Globster's kind of running around, acting as though he's on fire, even though there's absolutely no fire there. Cordy became intangible and pulled back. He's still close to you, he's intangible. Make an awareness check against his stealth to see if you know where he is.
What would I roll for stealth?
Coordination.
Okay. Do I roll it, or
Yeah.
is it just
3.
7?
Yeah, you and the other guy that you knew was there because she illuminated him at first. You don't know where he went. He just kind of disappeared at some point.
Okay.
You have kind of a line of agents in front of the truck. Agent Conrad is getting out of the truck and moving forward with his case blade out, and your friends are basically one's still in the truck leaning out. The other one is standing in the back, kind of just focusing on him.
So I will help the globster since the person I was fighting seems to have not really be there anymore.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure if Phasing is like all the way disappear.
You can't hurt them. You can see him, but you can't hurt him. You can see your forms that were in him kind of fell out and hit the ground. He became intangible.
Okay.
First respawn.
Lucky this time. Phaser. And I go over and go try and I don't know how I say this, but pretty much calm down the globster, take it down a bit. Hold it to the ground, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and tackle him. Go ahead and make a prowess check. Go ahead and make a prowess or coordination check to block. Either way, you'll have a difficulty of 2 because you think you're on fire.
How can, but he's like slime though, can you even be attacked?
-2, that's 4.
He's mostly solid.
So if you said prowess,
I just don't have, like, skin. Well,
9?
Yeah.
And what'd you get total?
Minus the 2.
Yeah.
And if I'm a martial artist, would I add one more to that?
Yes.
So that's 10.
So, what do you want to do here? You can do not exactly anything you want, but you can do a lot here when you tackle him.
Toss me his head.
I think that would be a bit far from my character.
Just grab like a fistful of goo and throw it in your direction.
Okay, can I try bringing vines up, pick them up, and throw them over?
Sure. So you kind of come up, pull up the vines in your hands, kind of wrap them around and just basically pick them up and pile drive them to the ground, and just kind of get on top of them and hold them down. Okay. So you still think you're on fire. This is clearly magic fire at this point because it's not burning him, it's just burning you and it won't get off. And that brings us to Recluse, your turn.
Calm down, Surrender.
Can I project illusions into someone's head when I'm already projecting?
Yes, but it will be more difficult.
Okay. Who's closest to the fire?
The agents mostly, and some of the globulins. Other than that, the closest would be Cordy, but he pulled back pretty far. He's maybe 10 yards away. Captain Nobeard would be closer, actually, so yes. Captain Nobeard's right next to the fire.
Then I'm going to do an illusion into his brain that the fire has moved and now he's on fire.
Okay, go ahead and make an illusion check with a difficulty of 2 because you're already maintaining one illusion.
6.
Okay, so Captain Nobeard now thinks he's on fire.
That's what I said. Retreat. Once we get out of her range, then won't affect us anymore.
We're retreating.
We don't know that.
That brings us.
I don't know that either. I'm
to
just saying retreat.
Globster,
She's
the
a shifter.
Globulins, Nobeard, and Blueborg. We're going the same order, so Blueborg, Glosters and Globulins, Nobeard.
So I was sticking my head out the window shooting at Mr. Android,
Yep.
but he left. So
You
can't
can
target
still, you
Cordy
can still
yet.
see him.
I can see him, but
You can try shooting me. You don't know them phase.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, he knows because he was close enough to see his attack.
is
kind of melt
now
again.
this is a big deal. Is your phasing because of tech? Like related in your backstory? Is it like technology?
Yeah, he's an android, so probably.
Okay, then no, I would not shoot at you. I would want to use super speed, run up, and punch the burning Nobeard.
Okay, go ahead and make a prowess check. If you succeed, you'll get to add your half of your super speed to your damage. I'm going to say.
Hell yeah. Rounding down like D&D.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm rolling prowess. I also have like strike, but that only affects the damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So prowess wise,
And what is have Captain Nobeard make either a coordination or a prowess check to dodge or block. Either way, it's going to be at -2 because he thinks he's on fire.
got me at 8. 5.
All right, so you managed to hit. It's just a normal hit because he got enough to do it, so it's not like a major success or something. But go ahead, deal damage plus half of your super speed.
Rounding down D&D
Yes.
style. 11.
Okay, Nobeard is knocked out cold. I mean, a one-hit knockout, as there's just a blur of what's your super speed?
Super speed is 5.
Okay, there's just a blur of motion as the cop slams open the door of the car, gets out, runs up, and decks
Taste the
Nobeard.
curb!
And Nobeard just drops like a sack of cement. And
Illuminated by fire.
I'll get a slight feeling of that.
Gloucester and your globulins.
Okay, well, I can't coordinate my goblins at the moment because I'm kind of pinned and I think I'm on fire.
Yeah, also take another point of psychic
I feel like
damage.
it's acidic though.
Only when I'm attacking you. It's not an aura. Also, do I take actual damage from being tackled?
And slam into the
No,
ground.
because he wasn't doing damage. He was just
Okay.
hitting you.
Trying to calm down.
Would it be possible to shrink to try to get out of his grasp and then
Yes, it would.
use my super speed to run around to try to choke out the fire? Or would that...
That would be a stunt.
Okay.
But yes, you could.
Okay, I will lose a determination then.
Well, you have to trigger a quality, tag a quality to say
Oh.
how
Shoot,
much
none of
it's
his
done.
qualities affect survival or not being on fire. Okay, well, my motivation is to like infect people and kill the Fax guy.
Can't you just suck him up? Since he's like literally
I'm mostly solid.
I feel like that's a motivation though.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
Just to
just
completely liquefy and just to engulf this individual.
It takes me a long time to absorb someone, as he puts it, or like convert them.
To infect someone and actually convert them, it takes him a good 10 uninterrupted minutes if he wants it to be one of just the mindless non-controlled ones, up to an hour if it's one of the ones he controls.
Oh. But you can do something to him, couldn't you?
I also think I'm on fire.
Yes.
Can you determination to not be on fire? To not think that you are?
Not really. None of my
You gotta be like,
motivations
I do not
come-
believe this.
That's his awareness check that he's making, and he rolled really bad on the last
So
one.
bad
determination can
I
beat that.
believe that it's still there.
You could retcon.
We are.
Yeah, he could retcon or do a focused, a determined effort. Either of those would work. But he
my,
still has to
my
tag it.
qualities don't tag it. Right. So I guess I'll just shrink, and as I start to run away, I just yell at the goblins, retreat!
Okay. So go ahead
And we all
and
have
make a shrink check. If you're going to try to hold him there, make a prowess check opposing his shrink check.
Well, 7.
Okay, so as you shrink down, he kind of just shifts, so he's just covering you with one hand instead of his whole body, and still manages to pin you down. The globsters do hear your retreat and start to kind of ooze away.
And they
while they're
have
kind of climbing up the buildings.
and they have super speed
Yeah, so
too.
they're moving fast.
Okay.
And that brings us to Shitong and the Spectre. And Frederick.
Well, flash those lights. Just strobe it.
Okay.
Turn to Frederick, the one who's holding you down. Shoot him in the head.
Okay, and Frederick is going to fire at you. You can take the dodge at full coordination and let him go, or you can try to keep him down and do it at half your coordination.
Although I'm also only 6 inches tall, so at this point he can probably just hold me.
But so you have to scoop you off the ground while they're shooting at him. Half your coordination, keep him pinned down, or full coordination, let him go.
I'll try and keep him.
Okay, so half your coordination and a difficulty of 5.
Okay, if it's
Not 5, sorry, 4. I was right the first time.
round up or round down.
Round down.
Okay. Nope.
All right.
3.
So you take 5 points of damage, as this guy has a really powerful sniper rifle with him, which you will not always have, but you were able to prepare for this. And again, he will not always be able to get this weapon, but every once in a while he will be able to get good weapons, and this time he was. So 5 points of damage.
Does he let go of him, or he keeps holding on to him while being shot?
Go ahead and make a
Concentration save.
Willpower?
Yeah, make a willpower check.
What do I need to beat?
It's going to be a difficulty of the damage dealt to you, so difficulty of 5.
Well, I still beat it at 8.
Okay.
With minus
So
2.
you.
What's your willpower?
10.
It hits you. It hurts like hell, but you're able to kind of power through it and not move enough to let him go.
For God's sake, give me a gun. I take a gun. I shoot.
Okay. You are going to be at a -2 because you've already had a fair amount of your turn in talking and doing so. Well, -1 because it was just talking, but yes. Go
Does
ahead and do
Frederick
that.
act on your turn? Does Frederick?
No, I told him specifically do this,
Okay.
and I think he's going.
He did that. He just shot him. Frederick just shot him.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot at him. What is this?
Coordination check. You can make a coordination check to dodge again. Half coordination, -1 if you want to keep hold of him. Full coordination, -1 if you don't.
5. Don't let him go. I'll punch him in the
5.
goo.
I'll try and hold on to him again.
Alright.
Coordination.
That's 5.
Alright, I got 4.
5. It's not enough. He hits you for 2 points of damage.
Would have had 5.
Drop him.
Go ahead and make a willpower check with a difficulty of 2 for the damage, plus 1 for it being the second time you've been shot. So actually, I'm going to have it be half the damage of the last one, plus damage was 2.5 plus 4, difficulty of 4.
Okay, so I get 8.
Okay, and that is enough to hold on to him. And that brings us back to the top. So, Cordy, your turn.
Hold on. I didn't get to go.
Oh, no, you did not. I apologize. Spectre, your turn.
So, was his character in the truck?
No, he was not. He's right by the fire.
But he left the door open, right?
He left the door to the
Yeah, it's
Passenger.
no to the passenger seat
Passenger
open.
side.
The actual
Right
like cargo bay is not open.
I'm next to
So
the
they're not
blaster.
linked?
No,
Would my
the agents
character
haven't gone yet though, so they might open it.
would my character know that?
Yes.
It was not connected.
Yes.
You could drive a light
Okay.
truck.
So my character is going to wait there.
Okay.
I don't think he's
I'm just holding on
he
to
rolled out because he's being shot at.
So
Again,
as they all start
stop.
to retreat, Conrad sheathes the knife again, pulls up the pistol, and fires at one of the retreating goblins.
Should I just do a die of fate to see which one?
Yeah, he's shooting just randomly, so.
Okay, number 4.
Okay, and then roll a coordination check with a difficulty of 7.
Not going to make that.
Okay, 2 points of damage, and it needs to make a strength check with a difficulty of 2.
3.
That's enough. Good. So it absorbs the energy bolt, which hurts, but it doesn't kind of short out its nervous system and stun it.
Joy.
And the rest of the agents, you've got the 2 agents up here, the 1 agent that was somewhat singed, and they are all kind of firing at Cordy. Their bolts go through him, and they realize it's futile, and they will not be next turn. The 2 that are still in the truck push open the door and step out. What would you like to do?
Jesus Christ.
Can I roll to see that like they're not just missing, they're actually passing through him?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what that would be.
Awareness check.
Aware-
Standard
ah,
difficulty.
Jesus. Alright, 4.
Yeah, you can see that.
Okay.
So are
I know one of
they
your
just
powers
outside
now.
or
I want
have
you to
they
be my
taken a few
nemesis.
steps?
They right now they just stepped out of the truck.
He's going to wait a little bit longer because when I want him to act, he's going to get up and try and reach into the van.
Dude,
Okay.
you can't carry those things. You can barely carry them.
He just wants a sample right now.
Okay, so they kind of go around the truck back to the front and also fire at Cordy where they miss.
Jason's so popular.
Well, you're really the one big target that's still available right now.
I was running away. How am I still
Yeah,
running
but
away?
everyone else is like out of the way.
Or currently being held by the.
Yeah.
I'm shooting at him. Don't say it, I'm helping.
I know.
Alright, so
Shot
they are now in
twice.
front of the truck.
Thank you for that.
Climbs up, takes a sample, and then.
The crates are locked.
Oh,
Keypad locked.
alright. Could I use my grappling hook to pull a crate away from the van?
You
to
could try,
a
make a
nearby
strength
alley?
check.
That would be 6.
Alright, give me 1 second.
You got it with an 8.
Did, but that was with his strength also adding in. These things are. Yeah. You're able to get it out of the truck, and it clang. Little thuddy clang as it just slides out of the truck as it goes. Everyone can hear that.
That was a huge priority to Edward.
Yeah, and the agents all kind of like turn and start heading that way.
Back out of the truck.
Cordy, your turn.
Okay, well, can I, like, safely get out?
Run.
Yes, you can.
We're all turning around.
Okay, well,
Run.
I'm just gonna head to the second.
Okay, and you've got super speed, right?
No.
Okay. Who has someone else has super speed, right? Okay, you
Nice
right.
job.
I mean, if I have to, I'll phase again. But,
Oh, you're still currently phased.
okay, well, you said it won't work next turn.
No, I said they weren't going to fire at you next
Oh, okay,
turn.
well, I'm just gonna phase.
Oh, 'cause they're
yeah,
this way.
God.
Yeah. Alright, so you just head off, running through buildings quite possibly to get there as quickly as possible. All right, Black Rose.
Lift up the Gloucester hand. I need to borrow some of your force, friend. Life drain?
Okay, go ahead and make a
Can I shoot him?
prowess check or a coordination check to get out of there.
Maybe it hurts my hands. So I have to
That's a good one.
That's my bad one. 1.
For those watching from
Okay.
home, he rolled a 6 and they won.
The 6 was bad.
That is not enough. So that's 7 points, right?
Yep.
So take 7 points of damage and you heal 7.
Are you gonna be okay?
I am physically okay, but I am now unconscious.
Yeah, he passes out.
Oh my gosh.
Correct.
Oh, I can't help you.
He's still alive. I'm good.
And as you go unconscious, you can no longer maintain the concentration. You have to contract your body into strong form, and you pull back up into full form. Make a strength check.
As
real
he's
quick.
in my hand. Well, as I'm in his hand.
Like,
I lost concentration on shrinking, so
I got a 6.
6.
In,
See.
like break your fingers.
but he's just like crushing me, and I passed out, and because I passed out, I can't maintain
Okay,
shrink.
you are just barely able to kind of like put him down before you fall over.
One down.
Where are you?
I'm knocked out.
And
The psychic fire took his toll, and then he vampire drained me.
and Uncle Crazy Beard is too. Is that crazy?
Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty crazy. It's attached to him and glued.
I'm so happy about
It's
that.
crazy.
It's a prosthetic, dude. If
Rick,
you
what's
lost
your
your
turn?
arm, would you be called crazy?
Are the strobe lights affecting anything?
Yes, they are. Any attacks with them are going to have significant penalties. So, Reck, what's your
Just
turn?
don't break out into dance.
I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can here.
So there's no one else by the fire,
Nope.
and he's unconscious.
There is someone that just claimed one of the big crates out of the truck.
I'm thinking I'm going to do an illusion so it looks like something in the truck was like booby trapped and it exploded, and now he's on fire too.
He loves setting people on fire.
Go ahead and
No,
make an
pretend
illusion
fire.
check. Since you've already gotten the car out, there is reason to disbelieve, so go ahead and make an awareness check against it.
9.
6.
Okay, so you think you are on fire, go ahead and take 2 pretend points of damage.
Is he making noise that he's on fire?
Yes, he is probably screaming at this
God.
point. If you want to avoid screaming, you can make a willpower check to avoid screaming in pain.
But everyone's already looking at
This
you.
is
Okay,
important.
I'll make a willpower check.
Is your grandfather Wilhelm?
That would be 8.
Okay. Yeah, you.
Stone face.
Yeah. you are gritting your teeth and fighting through the pain.
And no one can see it because of the mask.
Through all of this, could I have noticed that's the one that's doing that to people, or no?
I'm
Make
not
an
really
awareness
doing
check.
anything.
Because I was there watching the
Oh.
footage, and I'm
Yeah,
just like,
go ahead and
everyone's
make an awareness
freaking
check.
out.
Then
Against
again,
the
you didn't know
difficulty
it
of-
was
so
an illusion.
you have an
Okay.
illusion of 8, right?
I
So
want
difficulty of 8.
6.
Not quite enough.
Yeah,
As far as your teammates are just freaking out all of a sudden for no reason.
Oh, I'm cold, dude. Don't think
I just remembered. My character actually remembers seeing video of an illusionist, but doesn't have reason to believe that's her.
Globster is unconscious. His globlins are running away. Nobeard is unconscious. Blueborg, your
Can
turn.
they like absorb into when you gain your health back?
No.
That's how he recovers. I'm going to say that's his recovery.
He's
No.
Would they immediately come back?
I just like sacrifice a minion to heal myself.
So I'm going to argue that you can spend your recovery normally, the way you normally can once a fight, or you can sacrifice a minion to regain half of that amount. Still spend a determination to do it, and sacrifice a minion because it's a powerful use of determination. So it's going to have a cost to do it multiple times, but you can sneak back to you. Come back on him.
But he's
turn
unconscious.
I already told him to run, and I'm
Oh.
unconscious, so I can't tell him to do anything
No,
else.
but like, wouldn't they know, like, oh, Master's gone, we're not going to survive.
They have an
1,000.
intellect of 1, so no.
They can roll it?
If you want,
I designed them to be mind slayed. Well, to like be just like my
Mindless slave.
Okay, I mindset someone doesn't mean like they're
Huh?
not going to help me when I die.
basically like Pikmin. Like
If you want, you can go ahead and roll an intellect check for them. Since they're far away, it will be at a difficulty of 3, but you could if you wanted.
I'm not even gonna try it.
Okay.
Alright.
You're a lost
Head,
cause.
blue board.
That loud clang just
gosh.
screams, "Serve your duty!" Gonna charge to the back, and
Was that triggering one of your qualities?
like aspects?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
that should really be one. Would that be a challenge or a quality?
So you do I'd do that as a motivation, as a quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm wondering if our shall protect
It's true,
this
I should have had
Does that mean that I spend determination to do this?
If you want to spend determination to do a specific thing,
I
I think
can
you can.
guarantee that it happens.
Yeah,
Like,
you-
I'm
well,
trying to figure out how.
Okay, so determination you can do retcons, which are not going to be that helpful here. Focused effort, which is changing your ability.
Yes.
Probably not that here. Determined effort might be helpful here, saying you're going to get a specific role. Although that does cost more determination than most of you do, or a stunt, which also could be helpful here, depending on what you're trying to do.
challenge.
So, for example, I could spend determination and say that my strike can be used in a way it's not supposed to, meaning I like palm heel strike the front of the car and have it run him over.
Yes.
For example.
Yes, that is
Okay.
definitely something you can do.
I don't think I'm going to spend any determination, but
Or just
I'll
tip
run
it over
back
and
there.
trap him.
Also, anyone who has believed they were on fire in this fight is more than welcome to add as a weakness fear of fire to their weaknesses.
So I'm going to run back there and mechanically use strike, but flavor text I want to sweep the leg.
Okay, go ahead.
Just remember penalties about flashing lights. Okay, here we go. So this is prowess?
Yes. Are you going to do a coordination check to dodge or a prowess check to block?
Prowess.
Prowess will be penalized for the strobe lights, coordination is not.
I'll do coordination then.
Okay?
And I'm penalized prowess wise.
Yes, I'm keeping track of that.
I already did.
3?
-1.
Okay. You managed to connect. So go ahead and that was your strike.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and deal your strike damage.
So that's 9.
And if you want to knock him down, you can instead deal half damage, knock him prone.
I'd rather deal a lot of damage and say I didn't sweep the leg. It was
Okay.
just like quite a hit.
All right, go ahead. Describe your hits. It's going to do 9 points of damage to you. Are you still up? Okay.
That does just enough to knock him out after the fire.
Okay.
So it's like a zig and then a zag into like an uppercut into your very prominent mask. And that's like the only thing that the Borg can note about your appearance because he was moving so damn quick. It's just like, oh, mask. This guy's probably a villain. Crap. He's a mask.
Okay, and at that point, all the villains have either been captured or gotten away. And it's 10 o'clock and I have to get up early tomorrow, so we're going to end it here. Unfortunately,
Are you like out of stamina?
He's at 0.
Due to the illusionary fire, exactly. You
Took
got
down-
just enough to knock
Hell
him out
yeah.
and not
took the
kill him.
gloves through.
Save the day.
as you guys manage to defeat most of the villains and not lose a single bit of cargo, I am going to, for the next session, give you +1 starting determination. Or not, I'm not going to increase, I'm going to give you guys gain a point of determination, I'm just going to say.
Okay.
Right now, which is not starting determination, but for the next match, you will start at 1 determination higher.
Sweet.
The villains that are still up, I am also going to give a point of determination to because they managed to get away. Unfortunately, the villains that were captured do not.
So what happens to the captured ones? Are they just in the car
It
now?
kind of depends to them.
See how it goes.
We are going to do some quick roleplay wrap up of you guys set up your next checkpoint and of you guys dealing with your prisoners and getting stuff moving again. And then we're going to wrap up.
I don't know how the Globsters will act on their own.
They're just gonna like dig around in the trash.
They might end up
They're mostly
on
gonna-
ice.
They're mostly going to return home.
Back to the lab.
So I'm gonna scoop up this masked fellow, take off his mask, and say, Sweet dreams, sunshine, and toss him into the cargo bay.
Okay.
Truck.
Are you just removing the plate mask or the cloth
I
underneath?
want to see your face.
You're
before I
unconscious.
talk
It's
to
not
you.
like you can avoid it.
Okay. So he is demasked and tossed in. Conrad is going to go over to the dead agent and kind of, drag him out of the fire and bring him over so they
Oh,
can
I'm
take
gonna
him.
help him. I wasn't sure if someone died, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yes,
fallen
no.
brother.
Fire extinguisher mode
So that they
I
are
don't have
going to,
that.
for Inspector Gadget over here.
so they are going to take him back for a proper burial at some point. The rest of the agents are getting back to their motorcycles or into the back of the truck. And they do need to move. They're going to be more cautious tonight, but they do need to move and get out of town tonight.
Call for the fire department to put out the fire.
We will try to get justice for. I say to the already dead body, I'll try and get justice for you.
All right.
What are we going to do to contain the Globster?
Well, since there's a prison people
Get a nice jar.
mentioned, we probably get a huge tub to hold him.
Genie would be better at holding him than Prism would, although Prism does have restraints that could temporarily maybe hold him. So they do have some stuff with them, but it's makeshift at best. Your best bet is hope he doesn't wake up before you guys show up where you're going,
Genie would be the best at containing that since they technically made me.
which is where you guys are going. So if you guys can get him there, he can be pretty well contained.
Especially because they know why I am.
No Beard is also stuck in the back of the cart with them. His weapons are taken put up in the front of the car along with everyone else's weapons if they have any.
I have nothing.
Yeah, I'm still in city class.
Also, should I have
You're
like,
getting a thorough
I
pat
don't
down,
even
my
know that I'm
friend.
anything
should I
but
have
a
been
cop.
challenged with interacting with the other villains or because I have social anxiety? Or just awkwardness?
Probably, but we forgot it.
Okay, I will be better at implementing that later.
And
I
I will
like
be
the
better
way you
about
wrote
remembering it as well. So, the two remaining villains, what is your plan once you regroup?
So basically, to get out of there, it's Noel, Joel, knock out all the lights. Frederick, arm over, leap, because I can do that. Crazy
Oh my
leaps,
God.
rooftops.
What is your
That's so
strength?
cool.
My strength is 4.
You're only gonna be able to get 1 or 2 jumps away before you have to stop carrying Frederick because he's a big, heavy guy.
That's fine.
You're
He's
not
got his
gonna throw
own
him.
rifle.
Once we're far enough away from the.
Yeah, but even just 1 jump is gonna be with you. It's gonna be enough to get you out of there.
Okay, good. Put him down. Was it Bearbeard?
No beard.
No beard. Lobster.
Oh shoot,
Other
they
guy? No, he doesn't have a comp.
You have telepathy. You can link people up telepathically.
I'm not doing that with him yet. I don't trust him.
Obviously.
And who was the last one? Kruger? Kingsley?
Cordy.
Cordy, that's the one. Hi. Cordy.
Where do you
Where you at?
Make you lightweight.
You know the second checkpoint?
downtown.
Okay. I'll meet you there. We'll regroup and plan it out later. Take a breather. Get some rest. Maybe hit a hospital before?
The second checkpoint is like 20 minutes away from the first one by car. You guys have maybe an hour because they have to
Put
clean
out
up
the fire.
put out the fire, get the stuff, pick it up, got the cart back in. So you guys have maybe an hour before they get there.
Hey, Cordy, I'm good at you
Restraining.
hotwiring a few cars.
I'm sure I could learn.
We'll leave it there.
All right, and we are going to end. Thank you everyone who came in and watched.
Yes.
This was a ton of fun.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully we will be somewhat better organized last time. This was our first attempt at this, so we are still figuring stuff out. But thank you all for watching. Thank you guys all for playing. I hope you enjoyed
That was
it.
fantastic.
Again, as a system I'm not terribly familiar with, so there's going to be some issues as we iron them out. But hopefully we'll get stuff running smoothly soon. We'll be meeting same time, same place next Friday, unless things change, which they might, but I don't think they will. I can actually find out right now. I have my work schedule for that week, so if you give me 1 second, I'll find out if we're meeting Friday or not.
I'm watching this in bed. Go to sleep. Are we gonna have VODs?
I set it to automatically archive.
We should all give a big round of applause and thank you to Hunter.
Yes,
who-
let's hear it.
Shout out to this sexy motherfucker!
So Hunter not only ran the videos and set stuff up for tonight, but he also provided the cameras and the computer and everything to do this. So big thank you to Hunter.
Yeah, huge thank you to Hunter. He's heart and soul tech committee right there.
So thank you all for that. We will hope. Yeah, no problem. So we will hopefully get stuff running a bit more smoothly in the future. We will also hopefully be uploading these onto YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Yotes RPG.
Yotes Tabletop.
Yotes Tabletop.
Yeah, Yotes and I need to fix the name of the Twitch as well as the Patreon.
Yeah, so the Twitch name is going to be changing because we don't think that technically the college likes having its name associated with stuff, but we haven't cleared it with them and we haven't yet. So we're just going to change the name because it's easier that way, but it should still be the same channel. So we will see you all next week, hopefully.
You have my ISD, right?
It's right here.
Oh damn, that's a real nice view. No.
Not like he can be, but just don't let you kind
She's not best.
Hey, Tech Committee, we still meeting
We'll talk
at
about
10:30
this later.
tomorrow?
Tech committee meeting 10:30.
Yeah, Saturdays.
Why? There we go.